Insanity at its finest. Firestarter, riot maker, moon-stricken, animal need, bad seed, untamable.
Everybody around me always think they know what's going on inside my mind. Think I'm Mr. Nice Guy all the time. I didn't say on diary, you think you know, but you have no idea.
Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. No, 'cause I'm a beast.
I can smell your woman's Rosie Punani on the dance floor all the way in VIP. I'm a rapper, I can snatch her, and she will leave with me because of my stature. Now everybody move, everybody bounce. Whoever the Nina choose, we about to pounce. With the 151 in the bottle, I call heavily. Let me hit this model in the grotto. I like all women, tall women, and small women. You got to let techniques tease your chakra. Species release freaks, please the monster. Petite beast feast, these G's will rock ya. Handcuff a buster, don't trust her. Round these hustlers, homie, don't be a sucker. When your love bust, they take her Nina's a brother. She trying to say that I rushed her, then crushed her.
Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast.
I'm out to get that money like a robbery. Now I got it, all my enemies wanna clobber me. Squalor be harder, we need dollars camaraderie. The hotter the scholar be, the larger the lottery. Need yen, tens, twins, gotta succeed. Spin, G's, Ben, Franks. We grim, cheese in banks. Breathes in, we win, thanks. Hungry like the wolf indeed, but I give money to my crooks in need. I live in Sherman Oaks, but from Kansas City. I miss home, Cali is business, but man, it's pretty. I ain't lying, y'all. Monster for money for mine, y'all. If I wasn't getting money, I'd do time, dog. You never see the 9-fall big house. Wood floors made, cleaning the bitches with pine saw.
Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast.
Friend, this industry is no kin to me. Behold the flow of the century. But they scared of me. Rappers, they don't compare to me. Fair to be said that he dares to be sincerely a rarity. Check the sound scan. Look around, man. Wake up, look at your Jacob. You and kill a clown land. Face paint and juggalettes with bubble butts. And we rock it for Sedini women in the button ups. Hands down, we rock harder than Kiss. But rap, me cutting Chris. So can I get 2 stumps and a clap in this bitch? Need a shot to the top cause the plot's to get rich. Tell ya, executives, I'm next for this. Success it is, yet the best protect. This ain't Baptist, Pentecostal, or Methodist. This is the beast, baby, out, I mean Exodus.
I'm in, and I will destroy you. I am the beast. Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Come yo ho, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Strange music.
Wasara, apara, babara. How are we today, baby? Welcome to stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do we hear each other? Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In my ass. Okie dokie. Let me see. Where is the music for the stream, baby? Musico? Mujico. Mujico is there. Okay, good. 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 Okay, boys. What's happening in the chat? Who is today with us? Who is today ready to learn how to play Valorant like a Radiant player, man? Not like a boosted bonobo. Not like a boosted bonobo. Welcome, everybody. Xemi. Welcome to stream. Zemi rocks. Avai 2GSZ. Welcome. Air Rocket League crack. Welcome to stream, man. Welcome, everybody. Okay. Today, we're not playing Valorant. Today, I'm teaching you how to play Valorant. Like, today and tomorrow, we have the coaching streams. and we'll see how we can improve you, but also the players that purchase the coaching. If you want to get coaching from me, you know what to do. Go to my Discord server and check out the best coaching programs for your personal improvement. Add done. Well, I'm Ascendant, so I really need this coaching. Okay, man. Okay. We'll see how we can help you. We'll see how we can help you. On table, we have a bind. We have bind omen. Bind omen. That's gonna be fun. That is gonna be fun. Love it. Love it. Okay, let's wait for a few people to come here, and then we're gonna start with the actual show. Ooby booby baba looby. Okay. Yo, Charlatan is in a full BBC mode. Here we are. Okay. Where did you get Sage figurines? Bro, it's a special edition only for Valorant creators, you know? But to be honest, I did sell my ass for that. What was the price? You know. Didn't hurt that much, I guess. It's good. Okay. Here is today, full bonobo mode. That's good. Okay. What the fuck was that voice crack? I've never seen you unmasked. I never seen you unmasked as well. We have a problem here. Ooh, camera is fucked up a bit. Did you get a Sage figurine? Yes, but it cost mi familia. Mi familia. Okay, we need to adjust. No pants gaming, baby. No pants gaming. No pants gaming in the town. Oof, okay. Today, a lot of things to discover. A lot of things to learn. I'm ready, you're ready. Bro, I have some kind of allergy here, man. My face is turning red, bro. I've eaten the wrong type of edibles. Shit. I need to shave myself, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm doing the coaching streams every single time. I'm looking like a hobo. Plus, I have this, like, full hobo mode. New York outfit. Oh. Baby. What am I eating? I cannot tell you. Okay. Let's see if the guy is here. And I think we are ready. We are ready to start. Yeah. Okay. El Doke. You see my desktop, boys? Now your eyes are... You're blinded. You're blinded. Okie dokie. Let's see if the guy's here. Let's check on him. Yo, man, you there?
Yes, hello.
Welcome to the 6th coaching session with Charlatan, man. How are you today, bro?
I'm good.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, for your information, we already did 6 sessions with this amazing guy. And basically, he's already Ascendant. Like, I think when we started coaching, he was like a Diamond, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he is the controller main. When I say controller main, primarily, you know, Omen and Viper. And today we're gonna see what we can do for him in the last session, and also what we can do and teach him on the actual bind. His general problems so far are just generally, you know, like team play, adaptiveness, and being creative with his Omen plays. And that's why I'm here to fix that for him. So we're gonna see like what other things he can do on bind and how he can do them a bit better. So far, basically, I can already tell you what is my estimated progress of yours. Like in the next like 2 months. Did I actually tell you all of that?
What?
Did I actually tell you like what I expect from you, like in the next 2 months, what you should be focusing on?
Yeah, the aim training and
yeah, essentially like I firmly believe, man, that in the next like let's say around 2 to 3 months, you're more than capable of reaching Immortal. And I firmly believe that the real problems for you will begin once you tap into the Immortal 3 elo. So I highly recommend you, like, before you get Immortal 3 to, you know, like, basically not, you know, when you feel that you're hard stack Immortal, that is when I would recommend you some future coaching. Of course, not only from me, from anyone, basically, because I told you in the first session that my main goal here is to, you know, like, make your progress faster, save your time, save your money, and anyways, you know, like, if I wanted your money, I would just tell you, man, you know, like, let's do more coaching tomorrow. But it's kind of stupid to do that type of a shit, because then we're just gonna be in silence, and for 6 sessions we won't do a shit. Like, so that doesn't make sense. I would highly recommend you to focus on doing the aim training and the training programs that I've recommended you in the videos and everything that I've shared with you. In the next 2 months, I firmly believe that the majority of mechanical problems will be brought to a bit higher levels. And essentially, like, when it comes to, like, aim in 2 or 3 months from now, I believe that a lot of, you know, like, basically right now, you don't have any bad habit or a bad mechanical problem that is too visible. Everything is kind of on the same level of visibility, like when it comes to being good or bad. And in 2 months from now, I firmly believe that some problems will be more visible. And that is when I recommend you to maybe do a one-time checkup with me, or to do, like, just hit me up in the DMs so we can figure out, like, what else we can actually do for you. When it comes to, like, additional coaching, I explained you everything. Like, I would highly recommend you, you know, save your money, save your time, and just focus on you know, implementing the tips and stuff that I've explained you so far. And when it comes to, like, more coaching, only when you really feel that you're, you know, hard stack Immortal and that you cannot progress in let's say top 2,000, top 3,000 players, like that. That is because I firmly believe that grind to Immortal will be a piece of cake for you right now after the coaching. But Immortal Elo, you know, that's a different type of breed. Like, those animals, they have a lot of problems that you need to fix, especially psychological and mental problems. And essentially, you know, you will have to adapt to a completely new playstyle. But anyways, you know that since we did a coaching, you have my full-time support 24/7 every single day. You can hit me up in the DMs about anything that you want to know more about, and I'll be there through the whole process. What's left for us to do today? As I've explained at the start of this stream, we're doing a bind VOD review and 1 game of Backseat coaching. We're going to try to see, like, what he can do a bit better on bind, how he can make his gameplay a bit more creative as an Omen on bind, and how he can actually, you know, elevate his gameplay there. Even though bind is getting removed, like, you know, like, the map is not gonna be removed forever. Like, it's gonna be removed for the next, like, maybe 3-6 months, and it's gonna come back. So the knowledge is gonna be useful anyways. Okay, let's dab into the VOD review. If you're ready, I am ready. And let's see what we can actually do here. Okie dokie. Chat, are you ready, guys? Bind is an L map. Bro, Bind is one of the best maps in Valorant. The L map is the Breeze, Fracture, and maybe Icebox. Icebox is, like, you know, it's good map, but it can be hard, you know, like, if you don't have a good crosshair placement, you don't abuse the operator enough, etc, etc. There's no team play on Bind. Oh, pardon me, there's no team play on Icebox. Remove Fracture forever. Fracture, you know, like, Fracture is the second worst map in Valorant, definitely. But the thing with Fracture is, like, it is not as bad as Breeze. Breeze is you know, in solo queue, a complete fuck up of a map. In esports, it is a great map. Amazing map. But in solo queue, you know, like just take me away from the map. Okay. Ascendant Omen, controller main. Major problems: creativity, adaptiveness, and how to actually play with his teammates and with his utility. And we're gonna try to see what we can do today. Okay, let's start with this, man. When it comes to the bind, I've explained you this through the videos that you watched, like through the exclusive content that I've shared with you. Bind is primarily the map like on which you want to have a bit slower rotations, where you really need to think hard whether the enemies will go A or B, and really you need to activate that, you know, sixth sense to actually feel the enemies, but also, you know, to follow a certain rules that I've taught you through the sessions that I'm gonna teach you today as well. The B site is quote-unquote your default site that you should play whenever like you feel that you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go next, and of course in the first round it is very, very important to play. Donko, thank you a lot for the sub, man. Thank you for scamming Jeff Bezos. I, unfortunately... Just a second. Thank you a lot, man, for scamming Jeff Bezos. Much apreciando. Apreciando. Mi amore. And on bind, like, in the... And on bind, in the first round, like, you always want to play the B side with a classic pistol shorty strategy inside of the window, where you're basically buying a classic here, shorty, light shield, 2 smokes, and 1 shrouded step. You drop a classic, pick up the shorty, wait for the enemies. When you anticipate the enemies or hear the enemies push, do the smoke that basically looks like this, where it leaves this little cubby position in which you can play. Wait for the enemies. With this smoke, you can dodge the raise boombot, any ability. You just go outside, quickly inside, bam, bam, pick up a classic pistol, and you can maybe continue a gunfight with the enemies, or maybe you can just, you know, TP the F away into the bomb site. So that is the overall gist of the bind, and everything else we'll explain through the actual VOD review. So let's start with the first round, and let's see what the hell you're doing in that round. When it comes to team composition on bind, like, the only thing that truly matters is having some controller. Omen is, in my opinion, the best for solo queue. The second best character on bind is a Brimstone, and you kinda need a Sage. Like, Sage is very important on the map, and because pushing the A site without a Sage in every single elo is a 50-50 gamble. Because without the wall, you know, your teammates will try to plant the spike, and then God knows how they're going to react to that type of a scenario. Like, when you don't have a wall on the A set of bind, you always want to first clear the full bomb site and then go for the plant. And if you're not doing that, we have a huge problem here. Now, when it comes to, like, Sentinels, like, you know, Chamber was the best, because with only 1 trademark, he can guard such a huge area of the map, like, on bind. But now with recent Chamber nerfs and changes, I firmly believe that the Cypher's time is back. Like, Cypher is once again gonna be the main sentinel on the map, and something that you really, really need to have in a team to watch for these lurks and these flanks. First round, we're starting on a defender side, no problemo. Based on the videos that you watched, you already know what to do. I love it. You're already, you know, there. Now, this smoke, as I said, like, you should never deploy at the start of the round. This type of a smoke you should deploy, like, when you hear or anticipate the enemies. Or you maybe hear the enemy's utility usage. Okay. And another thing that I can advise you here, like, listen, because we are fully, you know, like, enemies can still go A. Like, basically, we're defending the B set because B set is just harder for the retake, and not because of some statistical data that enemies are pushing A always in the first round. Like, on bind, I really don't have any statistics specific, like, in terms of enemies pushing a specific site. But the main reason why we're defending B is just it's harder for the retake. And what is a good idea, before the round starts, you know, like, you can always give your teammates instantly this type of a smoke. Like, even if the enemies are not there, anyways, we don't need 2 smokes for the B site, you know, like, just this 1 smoke is completely fine, and will defend the rest of the bomb site from the actual site with our teammates. Like, I do recommend you at the start of the round, if you're playing this type of a strategy, always give your teammates smoke there, and then, you know, play here with a classic pistol shorty strategy, and you have 1 more smoke to support this type of a play. Now, Omen Paranoia is also getting a buff. Basically, the credits are reduced from 300 to 250, but I still recommend you fuck the Paranoia in the first round on both attackers and defender side. It is way too inconsistent utility that is hit or miss, and your smokes, shrouded steps, shields, classic, shorty, frenzy will always be useful for something. But Paranoia, only God knows if it's actually going to be useful for that specific push. And we are risking too much because you don't have utility to retake the sites nor aggressively push them. F the paranoia. Now, let's see what's happening here. I forgot to tell you, like, I don't like your knife. You're losing half of your games because of this. What, are you a fucking pussy playing Yoru knife, man? Like, come on, bro. Okay.
It's my only butterfly, man.
Oh, we don't have a sign. We don't have a sound. I'm so sorry. Let's watch that round again.
No, you don't have really a sound because it's only take my microphone.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, clickety clackety. This is okay. Retake, no problem. Good kill there. Listen, this is way too expected. Especially like in a bit higher elo lobbies. Like what I usually do when I deploy this type of a smoke is I fake the teleport so that enemies have the mental pressure that I'm actually maybe inside of that smoke. So I basically do this, I teleport there, and then enemies actually think that I'm up there. So, you know, like that creates a huge mental pressure onto the enemies. Plus, if you put this smoke a bit more towards the enemies, it creates somewhat of a one-way if the enemy is hiding there, you know. So basically, this is okay play that you wanted to do, but usually when I'm teleporting here, I'm teleporting to kill the plant or to maybe extend my push and basically try to outmaneuver the enemies and surprise them. But if that is not your plan and you just want to contest the enemies from the truck, I don't really recommend you, you know, like, if the enemy's already planted the spike, don't do that TP, just fake it, take the lamp's control, and it's just a bit better. Because, you see, like, also when you peek from that smoke, like, you're overexposed to multiple different locations, and it is just not worth it, you know, like, unless you want to kill the guy that is planting the spike, extending your play, and that's it, like, you will never actually see me, you know, do a smoke there, and then peek the enemies from the truck. Too much overexposure, too predictable, easy to spam, and that's basically it. Like, so essentially, that is a mistake here, and I don't recommend you to do this. Like, in this situation, you either fake this smoke and the teleport, or you give the enemies smoke for the short area, and you just play a clean retake with the rest of your teammates. But essentially, whenever you're retaking the A set of bind, you should always primarily try to focus on clearing the lamps area of the map as soon as possible. Like, you will see, especially in the first round, I'm hyper-focused on clearing the lamps area, and when you're clearing this position, you don't need to, you know, like, clear it one by one. You can also, like, maybe do a bit of jump spotting and then, you know, contest the enemies. Like, it's really up to you how confident you feel in cutting the pie and clearing these angles. Okay, overall, you know, like, I would give you like 5 out of 10 points for the try that you wanted to do there. I just need to ask you, did you mean to miss that smoke and make it as a fake?
No, that was not.
Okay, then 0 points. I'm just kidding. It's okay. Okay. You know how to adapt now. You know how to change your smokes, and that's good. Yeah, definitely. Like, when you lose the first round and enemies don't go B, basically, like, you can repeat this type of a strategy. Like, in the first 3 to 4 rounds in Valorant, all of you guys in the chat, but also, like, my Lord Magma friend here, you need to remember, we have only 3 indicators on which we base our positioning and place. The first indicator is the game knowledge. Basically, data that you have from the maps. Like, of course, like, that is something that you need a coach for that, basically. Like, you know, like, you need someone that actually has the data, and you need to collect that data through the VOD reviews, through the experience, etc., etc. Like, where the players usually love to push with a specific team composition in a specific rounds, etc., etc. But in a second round, if the enemies already went A, and they had a success on A, it is a complete gamble. Because enemies might push A site, but they also might push B site. Like, it's a 50-50. But in this case scenario, I would also play the B site with a classic pistol shorty strategy, only because the enemies, like, I completely bugged out, man. I don't know what the fuck I wanted to say here. Just a second. Why would I go B? I would go B I would go B because it is my default site on bind. Like, it is 10 times easier to retake the A site than to retake the B site, especially if you're playing an eco half by round. Like, it's just easier to close the gap with the enemies, to go through the choke points with the smokes, with the utility, and that's the whole point here. But B site of bind is very, very important to be defended, and it is the hardest bomb site out of any map in Valorant to be retaked because of overall map design, of the overall like site layout. In this round, it is completely fine to recreate this type of a strategy here, only because enemies didn't see you do this. But please, when you're doing this type of a strategy, don't give me this smoke immediately, man. Like, even if you hear the enemy's footsteps, you should not do it immediately. You should wait at least for the enemies to reach this position before deploying this type of a smoke. And the smoke needs to be more towards yourself so that you can create the cubby location that we spoke about earlier. Like, basically, you know, it needs to look, basically if you're here, it needs to look like this, like to give you a bit more room so that you can, you know, outmaneuver the enemy's utility, hide from the enemy's penetration and random spams through the smoke, and actually surprise the enemies. Oh, this can end up... Okay. These Ascendant players, I'm telling you guys, if you're Ascendant, you're boosted bonobo, literally. Like, I mean, look at the Brimstone. Like, he went into the smoke in an eco half by round where the enemies obviously have some kind of a shotguns and close range weapons, and he's Ascendant / Diamond / Immortal. Like, what? Come on, good kill there, good reaction by you. I love that you went into kamikaze mode because. Anyways, in these eco and half by rounds, your main goal is to damage the enemy's economy, preserve your own economy, and try basically to kill as many enemies as possible, plant the spike, etc, etc. Winning the rounds in these type of rounds really doesn't matter that much. Like, your primary focus should be preserving the economy and damaging the enemy's economy. So that is why I usually go for a bit more aggressive plays when I'm playing eco and a you know, a bit of a half by rounds, because you're already in such a huge economy disadvantage that it is just stupid to play some kind of a default or, you know, passive gameplay. Now, that escape there was great. I personally would not push this smoke because I feel it was a bit too risky, and I'm not teaching you to play against Ascendant boosted bonobos for the rest of your life. Like, I'm teaching you how to actually play the game to fuck up the Radiant players as well. Like, so, you know, like, but it's fine. It's only like, I'm only giving you like 7 out of 10 points for this play because you know, it is an eco half by round. You got a kill, no problemo. Okay. This is a Charlatan gameplay. I love it. But here you see, like, this is where you need to be more creative and use your brain a bit more as an Omen player. So you know that one enemy is on the B side, but your Fade is in a really fucked up situation in this B short area of the map with a spike. If the chamber somehow connects with a Sage, they will have higher chances of winning this round. We have 2 abilities available right now. We have a Smoke and a Shrouded Step. So what you should do in this type of a situation, since the spike is already dropped here, and this is such a close range area to use the shorty and successfully abuse it, like against the chamber and Sage, I would instantly do a default smoke there, teleport into smoke, and that's it. I would instantly go to help my Fade, try to kill the Sage together with my Fade, or maybe, you know, wait for the chamber to be below the window, drop on his face, kill the chamber, take the gun, and then go towards the Sage. Like, basically, when you're playing the B set of bind, you always need to have this type of a play at the back of your mind, you know, like teleporting around the window area and using the window to actually outmaneuver the enemies. Like, there's enormous amount of strategies that I use around this specific smoke and around this specific area, you know, like when the enemies are pushing me, sometimes I do the smoke like this, wait for the enemies to drop, then I flash the enemies, then I teleport, like, you know, on this location, I use the smoke as a cover from the long, I kill the enemies that dropped, kill these guys here, then I can teleport back into the site. You can teleport, you know, when the enemies are dropping, you can also try to teleport directly into the smoke and then bamboozle the enemies. Like, this smoke is, and window area allows you to have like at least 2, 3, or 4 different plays that you can actually do as an Omen player. But this is exactly what you should not have done! Like, what the fuck is here, bro? Like, what was this, man? So, Why did you even peek that angle? Like, you had a shorty, Brimstone was watching your anal cavity from behind. You don't have a weapon to do that. Like, why? Like, if you already wanted to go for this, some play like this, like, let's see what happened on the minimap.
Watch out.
Let's see what happened on the minimap. Nothing, like, you just peeked, like, but this was really pointless peek, because your Brimstone and Reyna are coming from the CT, you're holding the right side, you have a shorty, that's it, like, you have two options. Go in the window, help the Fade, play on the numbers of 2, you and Fade playing together, Reyna and Brimstone together, or wait for your teammates from the CT to rotate and then somehow engage this chamber. Like, how can you engage that chamber? Maybe, you know, you can, like, if the Brimstone revealed that chamber from here, I would do a smoke like this, go into the smoke, and then literally, I would just do this. Trust me, that is 8 out of 10 times it's a kill, and it is worth doing if your teammates are already getting in a gunfight here. But you just peeked that angle, you were like, but fuck, I don't want to win this round. Like, I don't know what happened there with the discipline. Discipline, 0 points, man. 0! Potato. And now we're gonna lose this round, obviously, because, you know, you don't have a chance to control the outcome of the round because of that undisciplined peak, and because, you know, you're not being creative enough to actually outmaneuver the enemies. Like, think about your utility. Think about where you are and how, like, about the timings. Especially when you're playing a shorty or a shotguns. When you're playing shorty or a shotguns, timing and discipline is everything. Like, nothing else matters. Your aim doesn't matter. Nothing. Like, I'm always trying to pick a perfect moment to engage the enemies. I simply cannot pick the enemies in a B long with a shorty, or, I don't know, like, fight the enemies on Haven on C long, for an example. I'll try to recreate the map in my favor to actually use that gun. Let's see what happens here. I guess the Reyna is just gonna die. Ooh, okay, winnable. Ah, come on, what? But how is this is this an unrated match? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, she killed her chamber. She can overheal herself. She has a flash. Sage still didn't plant the spike, and she goes for a peek. Come on, guys. Literally, like, you're telling me Ascendant is high, low? Okay, but I'm not gonna spit on my microphone anymore. Sorry, guys. But, let's be honest. Like, in that round, you did something good, but you completely shit on all of the good that you did. Like, essentially, like, it is partially your fault that you lost that second round, and I want you to think a bit harder. Like, in these type of situations, look at the minimap, positioning of your teammates, positioning of the enemies, where is the spike, and then figure out what you can do with the utility that you have. Okay. Basically, whenever you have, in a full buy round, money to purchase the shorty, buy it. Like, whenever. Shorty is absolutely the best secondary weapon, the best primary secondary weapon in Valorant. It allows you to trade yourself to escape otherwise unescapable situations, and especially if you're playing a controller characters, like with the smokes, Jet as well. It's such a valuable weapon to have in your pocket when you are low HP, when you need to trade yourself or get an easy kill through these smokes and small choke points. Buy it, but of course, after the new patch deploys, like for 250 credits, you can just buy a Paranoia, and that is better. Like, you know, when do I buy shorty? When I don't have enough money to buy my utility or the rest of my guns. Okay, in this round, I'm gonna ask you, like, what is the smartest thing to do in this type of a round based on what happened in the last 2 rounds?
Switch A with someone?
That as well, but because enemies in the first round went A, and then they went B, so the highest chances are, based on the AB rule of pushing, and based on rule of fear, that enemies are gonna go A. Because one of the most common patterns of players in the first 4 rounds is the AB pattern, where players just try to be unpredictable. Like, they try to go A, then B, then they go through the whole alphabet. But bro, that's not unpredictable. Like what? Like, how is that unpredictable? Like, do you know what is unpredictable? You pushing the same site 4 times in a row. That is unpredictable. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna... Especially if you win 4 rounds in a row. on the same site. My mentality of my teammates is dead completely. But players, you know, they go through the whole A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like they go through the Greek alphabet, like I don't know what they're doing. And basically, that is the first rule that we're using when we are positioning ourselves on a defender side in the first 3 to 4 to 5 maybe rounds. Now, the second thing that we're using as a rule of fear. But rule of fear cannot be applied here because we didn't win a round. What is rule of fear, chat? Rule of fear is basically players are usually afraid to repeat their mistakes in solo queue. They are usually afraid to push the bomb sites where they had a very low success rate of actually taking that site and planting the spike. But in this specific match, like they pushed A and B kind of successfully, so the highest chances are enemies will go A. But what I was asking you, what is the smartest thing to do? The smartest thing to do is to extend the gap with the enemies. Like, there's no smokes here, like nothing. Right now, I would fully be focused on just holding a very tight angle and essentially like playing this type of a position. I will not engage the enemies in any type of a pointless fight. I will just hold this angle, try to kill the enemies there, and immediately extend the range with the enemies and fight them in a long-range gunfights. But also, I really don't know why are we playing, you know, 1B, like I don't know what your teammates are doing, like, but they probably got coached by me and they know that enemies will go A. But nobody knows that actually, like in this specific round. Now, I've told you multiple times, like this angle on the left side, it's a really bad angle to peek. In my opinion, like this works more in a favor of enemies. You're exposed there, and only God knows if the Reyna is gonna be able to refrag you. Pick some better position, you know. It is completely fine to even play, you know, like a bit closer, like to do this and let the Reyna hold the window, or play the off angle here and hold that position from there, or hold this position from here and tell your Reyna to hold the window. Like, create some smarter setups and better setups, like not just these default positions, like and being boring 24/7. Plus, you know, in the videos I've showcased you enormous amount of one-way smokes that can delay and successfully stop the enemy's push. This one-way smoke, that one-way smoke. You have one-way smoke here on the window area of the map, etc., etc. But based on the rule AB rule of pushing plus the rule of fear, guess what? Enemies are going onto the A site. I forgot if I explained you this, but whenever you're doing these one-way smokes in the choke points that are like a doorways, for an example, always look for the ending part of the choke point, so you know exactly where, you know exactly the a horizontal position on which you want to position that smoke. It's much easier. And then slowly drag your, you know, like your crosshair upwards to find that specific location where you want to put the one-way smoke. It is much easier than just randomly, you know, like trying to find that vertical location without the horizontal spot. So for example, you know, like this can be much faster if you just, you know, like you see there, like there is a doorway and voila. Like it's just easy. Easy smoke placement, like no need to bug yourself out or to lose the time. And I explained you this multiple times on Bind. If you don't see the spike, if the enemies didn't take some huge map control from you, like on Bind, if the enemies don't have the control of this area, and they are not committing the push, don't rotate. Especially if there is no one on the B site. B site is so crucial for us. Like essentially, you cannot sell the B set in this type of a way, and this rotation was completely pointless. Like I would just give the smokes to my teammates one ways and I would just commit to playing B. Why are these fast rotations dangerous on Bind? Well, we have the stupid teleporters, you know, like essentially enemies can rotate even if they take the A side control here, they can rotate. And basically I rotate only when enemies are fucking up my teammates, like one of my allies is dead on A, they are planting the spike, or I see on the minimap that they are really aggressing the A side with the utility and with the numbers. We need to take gun out here. The enemies can already be here. Okay. Now, whenever you are alone on the B side, what do we do, man? Tell me, what do we do? Jump spot, of course. Like, what the fuck are you watching right now? We are jump spotting from this position, trying to get information, just to visualize this for the chat and for the video. So basically, we're doing this. We're doing this, or you can jump spot basically the both long and window area like this. Up, long, up, window, you know. Like, essentially, like, it's stupid to hold the angles, you know, left and right. Okay, you recorrected yourself. You recorrected yourself. Okay, this is good. Basically, you cannot jump spot from the left position because you don't see the garden at all. But from the right position, you have the vision on both of the angles, and that's a good jump spotting. This needs to be a bit practiced, let's be honest. Like, this needs to be a bit smoother, like, you know, go a bit in a custom server and practice jump spotting. Like what is this? Like, my grandma is jump spotting like this, you know, like, come on, bro. Like, you can definitely do this a bit better. Whenever you're giving the smokes to your teammates onto the A site, always give them this type of a smoke. Basically, this smoke is much better than this regular smoke on the ground, because it creates a one-way for your teammates if the enemies are crossing from here to here, but also, like, it completely blocks the peak of the enemies from that position. Yes, the enemies can jump from the smoke, but when they jump, they are inaccurate, and, you know, both of these smokes are kind of dangerous, because we lost the double box here, but this is just a better version of a short smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It also allows you in the future rounds to, you know, like, F up the enemies in some way. Ooh, that's a nice kill. I love that a lot. That's a good repositioning. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, man. This whole round, the ending of the round, was actually really good. The only thing that I would change there is after the kill on the Brimstone, I would have instantly flashed the enemies just to, you know, like, support my teammates that are getting in a gunfight, and then I would teleport. Essentially, whenever I'm changing... Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm too tired for this. Okay, never mind. You did everything good. Okay, now, in this round, it gets a bit tricky to read the enemies. Like, basically, in this round, the enemies pushed A, their push got stopped, and then they rotated to B and they lost on B. But once again, I would play the B site, only because it is our default, quote-unquote, default site, and a site that we need to prioritize. Just to remind my chat once again, like, what are the default sites in Valorant? Basically, like, players don't know that, and we need to explain it a bit better. So, default bomb site in Valorant. It is the site that is harder for retake and easier for post-plant, based on the overall bomb site design. So, for example, on Bind, B site is harder for the retake than the A site. On Haven, A site is harder for the retake than any other bomb site. Default bomb site is the bomb site that you should play on every single first round on defender's side, but also on attacker side. You can prioritize pushing that site based on your team composition and based on the team composition of the enemies. Default bomb site is essentially the site that you play only in rounds where you have no idea where the enemies will go next. In Valorant, on a defender side, never stick to playing only one site 12 rounds in a row. Like, that should never happen in your gameplay in solo queue. You're risking too much. You're playing a very huge gamble that your teammates are not actually boosted gorillas and that they're actually going to defend the rest of the map. And in solo queue on a defender side, you always want to observe the minimap, observe what the enemies are doing, what your teammates are doing, how can you support your teammates, and how can you F up the enemies and counter their strategies and pushes. I don't care if you're playing Sage, Viper, Harbor, nobody plays Harbor, whatever, but doesn't matter which agents you're playing. On a defender side, you should always try to play your own game, learn from your own mistakes, and essentially be accountable for wins and losses. But also, if you personally have no idea how to counter the enemies, you personally suck in that specific game, that is the moment of time when I'm actually switching myself with the teammates. I don't say that you should have an ego and, you know, control everything in the game. It's just not possible. But it's better to come from the point where you're pessimistic and you're like, okay, I don't know with who am I playing. I really don't know these 4 monkeys in my team and I just don't know what they're gonna do. It is better for me to lose the rounds because of myself than my teammates, because then I actually learn something new, and then I can actually adapt to them as the match progresses. But if you're unable to defend some position or counter the enemies, it is just better to, you know, like, if your teammates are already having a good game, you have a Smurf Reyna with 20 kills, give the Reyna to play that site, like, just learn how to be carried as well. Like, you know, you should never have an ego, like, in anything in life. Same goes with the video games. So yeah, let's see what will happen next. In this round, you know, as I said, like, we really don't know. Good language, Charlatan, good language. We really don't know what the enemies are going to do in this round, where they're gonna go, so it is okay that you're playing the B side. Okay. I just don't understand, like, why did you instantly play so passively onto the B side in this round? Like, why didn't you take a bit of the B-long control, a bit of the window control? Maybe simply do, you know, like, the smokes that I've taught you through the videos, like, do this smoke to waste the enemy utility, or, you know, like, hold at least window angle like this, or, you know, you can do a one-way smoke here and then hold the window maybe from this position. You gave so much map control on the B side instantly without even knowing where the enemies are and what they're doing. That's really bad in Valorant. Like, that is something that you should never do, like, on any map. In a full buy rounds, of course. Like, when you're playing eco and half buy, really depends, you know, like, what type of weapon you're playing. You see, like, enemies have, like, Sky flashes, Sky dog, they have the Reyna flashes. I mean, they can really, you know, push you fast with that steam beacon and just stomp you onto the site. And your teammates won't have a chance to rotate because they don't have information that the enemies are there. Okay. Okay, listen. When it comes to this, like, rotation, it is really good that you went on the tower because you have a long-range weapon, and it's just easier for you to retake from the tower. But right here, you should do some kind of a smoke, you know, like, when your chamber peek this angle, it was way too much risky peek, you know, like, enemies can F you up from any position, and right now I would at least smoke the short area if nothing else, you know, like, at least do a smoke there or on top of the truck, like, to just limit some angles from which enemies can kill me, like, but the smartest idea right now would be to use that smoke for the short position. What's the default site on Pearl? B site. Wait, is okay. Essentially, like, this is another problem that you have in your gameplay, like, through our coaching sessions. Like, you're trying to pick up the fights around 10% of times in these open areas of the maps where the enemies can, you know, fuck you in your butthole from any position. And that's not really good, you know, like, I would never take the gunfight from the tower in the area of the map where you are right now, because enemies can literally kill you from any position. Like, they can be in showers, they can be in I don't know, in the lamps, they can be there, there, etc, etc. So what I would do here, yes, I would be poking the enemies from this position and try to, you know, clear some of these angles, see if the enemies are gonna overpeak, and that's it. But when your Sky killed the Reyna there, I would instantly try to drop down, check that angle, go into the site, clear this position, and then from this position, maybe trying to poke the enemies, destroy the wall, and then, you know, try to engage the enemies in a one gunfight at a time, from not so much overexposed location. Like, basically, you know, here, I mean, it's just way too overexposed to take any gunfight at that moment of time. Okay. Next round. Ooh, I love this so much. This is a great strategy. But I wanted to say, like, before the round started, that the highest chances are that the enemies will go B. Because the whole match, they were sticking to the AB rule of pushing. Essentially, that is the #1 rule that you should follow when it comes to reading enemies in solo queue. Like, it's just stupid what enemies are doing. Like, you will never see me pushing in this type of a pattern. Only if it is really working, you know, like, first round, they went A. Second round, they went B. Third round, they went A. In the fourth round, they went, like, I'm lost! But whatever, like, essentially, like, when you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go next, and essentially, when you see these patterns developing, always follow these specific patterns. The only thing that I love in this gameplay is that you and Brimstone are not playing the same bomb sites. Like, that is really smart. At least we're thinking about that, and that's actually really good. But to be honest, in this round, it doesn't even matter which site you're playing because you have your ultimate, so it's okay. It's no problem that you play there, actually. But right now, you should have used your ultimate to do the fast rotation onto the B site, because you saw that enemies are deploying utility on your teammates, and, you know, like, they can get stomped onto the site, like, instantly, and you're gonna lose the site control. But what I see a lot of players make a mistake, instead of teleporting behind the site, before the enemies actually took the B site control, they teleport in the fucking elbow position. If the enemies are not on site, don't be afraid to fight them there, especially if you're playing some kind of a half buy or a force buy round. Like, right now we have a Judge Heavy Shield. But what are you gonna do with a Judge and Heavy Shield coming from this location and this location? I mean, you can do a few aggressive plays with the smokes, you know, like, if you have some good strategies, but why would we sell the bomb site instantly?
Or you need to smoke.
But you're not even gonna use the ultimate. Smoke was good.
They're already on site. Watch out.
Yeah, they're already on site, man. Like, you know, like, you sold the whole site for them. Or maybe not. Okay, enemies are dudus. El pupo el caquimus, man. What the fuck enemies are doing, bro? Listen, I need to give you one recommendation here. Like, watch any videos of mine, like when I'm playing Bind, and when I'm doing the play that you are doing right now. Two mistakes happen here. First mistake, like, I don't know where's the paranoia. Like, but okay, that type of a mistake, like, I can overlook and it's okay, like, whatever. I mean, you could have deployed the paranoia and just push here with the paranoia. That's one mistake. But the second mistake is, you will never actually see me push this smoke from the left side and going on top of these boxes. It is way too risky because enemies can play there, and enemies can, you know, like, and also if you get bugged here, you know, your shots might miss, like, and it's just way too risky to go from the left side. It is much smarter from this smoke to push from the right side and engage the enemies like this. Especially if you know that they are already inside of the window area somewhere here. You just eliminate that angle there, you focus on this angle, and then you can close the gap with these guys here. Yes, there is a chance that the enemies can also be, you know, here, but this is at least a bit closer range than this type of a range. And you have, like, you know, chances to kill the enemy with a Judge with 3 taps in this type of a range. But in this type of a range, you literally need to, you know, like pray to God that you can kill the enemy with 7 shots of Judge, essentially. Okay. And whether you should be aggressive there or not, it really, you know, like, it's debatable. Like, if you saw the play and if you thought that you have a chance to actually kill the enemies in that specific area of the map, it's okay. It's a hull by round. It's a force by round, and then you know, like I'm not gonna give you too many minus points for being aggressive in those type of rounds. Like usually in hull by rounds, eco rounds, you should try to be a bit more aggro. Try to trade yourself for as many kills as possible, create some kind of a numbers advantage or even out the numbers for your teammates, and that's it. Like, anyways, you're in an economy disadvantage, and if you don't go for the place, default place probably won't work. But we won the round somehow. Okay, I loved it a lot. First of all, smoke is terrible. I mean, you already know that. Like, it is way too high. Like, that smoke needs to be a bit lower, and we don't position that one way in the middle here. We position that one way always on the sides, like either here or here on the doorways. Like, I would say this is maybe the best position there. It looks, you know, as a really, really solid one way. Second of all, why the hell are we using the smoke, you know, like in the first 0.5 seconds of the round? You don't even know if the enemies are pushing the A site. It's such a wasted utility. I've explained you in the videos that I've shared with you. Basically, on bind, the only two smokes that are worth doing at the start of the round is the smoke here, like this, or the smoke here in the B-long area that looks like this. To waste the enemy's utility, to push the pressure onto the enemies, and to also like essentially slow down the enemy's advance a bit. And also you can create the strategies and tactics from these two smokes that I've explained you throughout our coaching sessions. But doing these type of smokes, you know, as soon as the round starts, like, it just doesn't make sense, you know, like, it's just wasted utility. Like, what if enemies now go B, you know, like, I mean, yes, you have like a shit tons of, you have like 5 smokes in a team, but that's not the point. Like, you know, like, what if the enemies go A? This smoke is gonna disappear. You're not gonna have a one-way smoke for the showers anymore, and enemies can just peek from the showers for free. Okay, man. Okay. Let's make an agreement here. I've explained to you when is it actually worth to use your Omen ultimate for the intel, for the information. Essentially, using the Omen ultimate for the info in the first around 60 or maybe 50 seconds of the round is absolutely pointless. Simply because it is just a wasted utility at that specific moment of time. It is better to use the Omen ultimate for the information when enemies already push something, they fail, and then you're trying to see if they're gonna rotate or they're gonna commit to that specific push. I mean, you're still playing a default setup. Like, your teammates, like, nobody saw anything. Enemies didn't take any specific map control. They didn't deploy a single utility. Like, your teammates should be holding the B-long area of the map and the garden. Like, it just doesn't make sense to waste your ultimate in this type of a way. I would much rather save it on bind for the fast rotations than using it as an information tool this early inside of the round. But also right now, rotating is an absolutely bad idea because enemies are revealed and only God knows if they're gonna commit to the B or not. Your chamber already rotated, Fade is there, Brimstone is there. I don't see a single reason why would I rotate and why would I leave my Reyna alone onto the A site. I would still not rotate. After my teammates took 2 kills, why do I rotate? 3 of my teammates are B, my Reyna is alone on A. The highest chances now are that enemies are gonna commit to the A push. If they don't, basically, if they don't commit to the A push, nobody cares. We still have the numbers advantage. They can kill like maybe 2 of my teammates, no problem. We're still like 3 versus 3, and we can retake the B site like together. But the thing is, like, these, you cannot rotate this fast on you know, like, let's chill a bit with the rotations. As long, essentially, like, you know, as long as your teammates are having a fun time and a good time defending a certain position, there's no reason to rotate. Like, why would I rotate if they're having fun? If I have Simple in my team, like, your Fade is just demolishing them. Brimstone as well. Like, I'm just gonna chill on the A side, maybe wait for them to use the TP. That's it. There's absolutely no reason. And of course, I will support my teammates with the smokes and utility, with the one-ways and navigate them in a good direction, and that's always good, you know, like, when you see that your teammates are in danger on B, you can always give them the smoke in a window, give them the one-way here on the B, on the garden area of the map, regular smoke here, one-way on the garden, and all of that is great, you know, like, or if you see that your teammates are going for some aggressive, unnecessary push, maybe you can do a one-way here to disallow that fade to go for that specific aggression at that moment of time. But essentially, you know, like, I don't know, just too much rotata potato. In this round, I would have literally rotated, like, at this moment of time. Like, when the chamber is left alone, and the chamber, and we know where the chamber is, like, before that, like, just chill, you know, like, your teammates are doing a great job. Like, when was it smart here to rotate? If your Fade died, or your Brimstone died, and the numbers were equal, then I would definitely rotate, like, instantly, because enemies are probably going to commit to the hard push. Come on, man. Come on. I explained you this. I spent 1 hour explaining you the numbers and explaining you the different situations in Valorant. What are these two smokes? Why do we have two smokes here right now?
I thought because Chamber has his ultimate to block his vision.
Okay, Chamber has the ultimate, but you need to remember that every single smoke that you deploy in this type of a way gives the Chamber an ability to split you in a 1v1 gunfight and to potentially pick you one by one. These smokes are terrible. These smokes are terrible.
But Chamber has already the ability to take the 1v1.
But he probably wasted his teleport in the window. Like, there's, even if he has the teleport, like, whatever. Like, it's just better to fight him in a clean fight right now. And not even clean. Like, basically, the biggest issue here is that second smoke that you deployed. Like, the first smoke was okay, you know, like, I would have also done this smoke, or also, like, you have a one-way smoke that goes up here on the edge of this this position. And I probably would have done this. But this smoke on top of the spike, no reason to do it. Like, you know, like, just gives the Chamber, like, you know, it gives me an advantage to basically, you know, split you a bit more in a 1v1 gunfight, take the spike, teleport away. Like, just doesn't make sense. Stay away from these, like, unnecessary utility. Like, do the smokes that are going to stop the enemy's advance, that are going to delay the enemies to our choke points when the spike is dropped somewhere, but don't, you know, plant some unnecessary aggressive utility that just doesn't make sense at that moment of time. Okay. In this type of a round, we really seriously fucked up the enemies on the B set in the last round. If I was in the enemy position, I probably wouldn't have enough confidence to contest you B again. But we also have a problem. They have the Brimstone and the Sky ultimate. And in higher elo lobbies, in Radiant and Immortal 3, with this type of a utility, probably it's a B push. Like, it's very easy to take a B set with a Sky ultimate, with a Brimstone ultimate, but because you're playing in Ascendant and, you know, low Immortal, there are huge chances that right now is going to be an A push. And I probably would have played the A side. But also, when you're already playing a double controller setup, such as Omen and Brimstone in the team, it makes no sense for both of the controllers to be on the same bomb site.
Yeah, we did everything.
Right now, you know, like in these lobbies, usually players, you know, like, go A site when they have the Brimstone ultimate, and when the rule of fear is working in our favor, you know, like we demolish the enemies on B, they have the Brimstone and Sky ultimate, it's probably gonna be A. And I would have just went onto the A side, I would tell my Fade or my Reyna, listen, motherfucker, like, go B, I think enemies are gonna go B, but I'm gonna lie to them because I know they're gonna go A. And essentially, like, that's it, like, and the only area of the map that I would not play in this type of a situation is the lamps because of the Brimstone ultimate, like, that's obvious. But Brimstone is dead, so his ultimate went to the garbage trash can. Okay, now we can rotate, we have the spike control, like, that's it, like, fuck it. Smoke is okay, like, but once again, I firmly believe that a smoke on top of the box is better than a regular smoke. It creates a small one-way. Enemies cannot peek your teammates from the box. It's gonna prevent your teammates from taking a stupid and pointless gunfights, and it's just a bit better. It's not marginally better, but just, you know, a bit. Better one way here is just a bit lower one way on the edge of the doorways, and that's it. Like, okay, nothing specifically happened. One thing that I can heavily recommend you is in these type of scenarios where your teammates are hunting the kill. In the rounds where there is no reason to hunt the kill, like we have the spike control here. Like, why the fuck are we pushing the Sage? Why the hell are we pushing the Chamber and Sky? Like, there's no reason to do that. I recommend you to be as aggressive as your most aggressive teammate is, but always have some kind of a safety and don't go for stupid plays. So what is a good play in this type of a scenario? Like, for example, okay, our Reyna and our Brimstone are pushing here. No problem. I will go with them. I will support them, but I will not over-aggress. Like, I will let them go in front of me. But I'm gonna take this as a cover. Then I'm gonna let them go there. I'm gonna take this as a cover. Peek here. And potentially use a flash to basically support them. But if they are over-aggressing and leaving the spike open, I'm just playing here and waiting for the enemies to come at us. Like, there's no reason to aggress more than from this position, basically. Like, I do follow my teammates' stupid plays, but I don't follow them into the death. Like, I'm never going to follow, like, some really idiot. Like, right now, you know, I don't know, like, chasing this Sage all the way here, or chasing the Sage all the way to the B set. Like, just wait, you have the spike control, you know, chill. Like, what is this blood in the eyes? Like, your economy is still not great. Like, you know, losing any guy right now is just stupid. Ascendant players and low immortal players, like you guys, really. But you seriously need to have a bit more discipline. Like Jesus Christ, right now I'm playing in Stinger only to Radiant, and I'm Diamond 2 in Ascendant lobbies. Bro, like, everyone is just seeing the blood, hunting the kills, playing on the aim. Brain usage, 0%. 0% brain usage. Like, literally, you don't have, like, I don't know, man. It's too much autopiloting. Like, everything is done on the autopilot mode. Like, it's so stupid. And you only need one teammate, which is actually you, my friend, to actually control, you know, the outcome of these rounds and to have higher chances of winning these matches in Ascendant. Like, with Omen, you can easily control what your teammates can and cannot push. Like, if there was no smoke here, trust me, this Chamber is already there. Like, if you didn't have this one way, Chamber is already, you know, meeting the Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. This smoke is okay to be done at the start of the round. But come on, man. I've explained... you're faking. Okay. This is interesting. But I highly recommend you to never contest the orbs as an Omen player. Like, Omen ultimate is the most useless ultimate in the game. Like, period. Literally, like it is very situational. It doesn't have any team play value, and I'm never risking my lives for the orbs. I'm never trying to defuse the spikes unless, you know, I need one orb to get the ultimate for the next round. And it's just, it makes no sense to lose your life over the stupid orb. At least not as an Omen player. Look at the short area, like come on. Look at the minimap, Like, in the minimap, we don't see enemies. Yes, we know enemies are pushing B right now. Why? Because their push got stopped on A set and you should play the B set in this round and you're giving your teammates way too much control of the rounds. It is so stupid. Like, AB, rule of fear. Let's implement them. Second thing, look at the minimap. We don't know if one enemy is maybe lurking short, if one enemy is lurking showers. How did you take your teleports immediately in the hands and decide to do this type of a play? Clear the short first and then use the fake teleport. Like, it just doesn't make sense to risk so much in this type of a scenario. You're giving your ass way too much to the enemies, man. Okay. I do recommend you, like, heavily, when the enemies have a heavy pop flash team composition, like they have a Sky and Reyna, rely more on the one-way smokes and try to learn the one-way smokes for the garden area of the map. They're gonna be very, very useful to delay and stop the pushes of this type of enemy team composition. Like right now, in this area, one-way would be 10 times better than a regular smoke. Okay, and once again, I need to commend you in this round. It is really, really good. It is really good that you didn't rotate. Like, basically, your teammates are having fun. They are demolishing the enemies. No need to rotate. You should support them with the smokes. That's all good. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All good there. All good there, but I can definitely see. I mean, this was a repetitive thing throughout all of our coaching sessions. Like, you know, you're never trying to create your gunfights a bit easier for you. You know, like maybe use a paranoia, flash the enemies, peek them. But okay, maybe if I was the enemy, I'm not gonna expect an enemy Omen sitting right in front of the doorway of the showers. So you had a surprise mechanic. So yeah, actually you have two options. Like, it's okay. Actually, I'm not gonna give you any negative credits for this. Okay, good. Okay, there are actually really, really high chances right now that enemies are going to push the A site, because in the last round they failed the push on B. They have the Brimstone ultimate and we cannot play the lamps area of the map. The position that you're playing, I think it's not gonna work great. They have the Sky, they have the Reyna. You're gonna be blind as fuck. But considering that, you know, Chamber is playing the truck, it might work. The only, like, for example, what I would do in this situation is basically like, okay, let's play this position. Let's play 2 off angles with a Chamber. And then I'm gonna do this. If the enemies flash me, I'll try to turn away, try to kill one enemy, and I would instantly teleport here. So from this off angle to try to catch the enemies as they're pushing the site. And also, you know, like, you might catch the Sage that is planting the wall and try to kill them. Or kill the enemies that are in the lamps. But only because of the enemies' utility usage and utility they have, like, essentially nothing else can work. And it doesn't make sense to be hyper aggressive in this type of a round. And go inside of the smoke. Oh, that's a first blind. That's a oh, you didn't have to drop down. Teleport up here. Come on. Teleport. You're gonna teleport, right? No, you're not gonna teleport. Bruh. Okay. Essentially, you know, like, this position is a position that I see players underuse a lot. Like, and I don't know why. It is expected angle, but players usually don't expect it that much below Immortal 3 when they're pushing into the site and into the lamps. And it can guarantee you, you know, at least 1 kill. I do recommend you to play this spot, especially because, you know, what you can also do, you can do a one-way here, and then cover your ass up, and then maybe, you know, like, peek the enemies that are there, or, you know, smoke disappears and you surprise the enemies, like, figure it out yourself. Like, you can be creative in so many different ways. But just, you know, if I want to play this position, against the flush agents. Okay, I'm gonna stay there, try to do something, try to kill the enemies, drop down, and that is the only location from which I can actually defend the A set push and do something. Or maybe go back on, like, maybe wait here, flash the enemies and re-engage them with a paranoia. Like, those were the only two options that you had because of the enemy's utility. But funny thing is, like, enemy Brimstone didn't even do the ultimate, so I don't know what type of peanut was in the enemy's brains in this round. No, just this paranoia was okay, like, no problemo. Just these lazy micro adjustments, man. Lazy micro adjustments. Like, your wrist needs to be much more included into your aim, and essentially, you know, I think I explained to you everything about your mechanical skill, and I firmly believe that these type of fights should not happen in the next 2 months from now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. You know, like, there's really no reason to go for a shorty play if you already have a weapon and a good economy. Like, what I would recommend you, instead of doing this and affording the shorty, if you already want to surprise the enemies, I do this in my own gameplay as well. Like, I would go for this type of a play, but I would invest the judge, because we have a solid economy, you know, like, we have a lot of credits to finish this half. And then, you know, buy the judge, do this, wait for the enemies to maybe push you or try to kill them to here, pick up the weapon, teleport to the lamps, and that's it. Like, but now playing with a shorty in the smoke here, like, why? Like, really, I mean, it can work and you can take a kill, but why? Okay, generally speaking, you know, always use the one-way version of the smoke instead of the default smoke. There, I'm not gonna repeat myself there anymore. Good smoke there. That was the first good smoke on the showers. Okay. Okay. Once again, like, unnecessary exposure, too overexposed for gunfight, nowhere to hide, and there is absolutely zero reason to hold this angle with ADS. I firmly believe that you're capable, human being, of hitting the enemies even without the ADS here. Like, literally, I use the ADS only when I'm holding really narrow and tight angles. This is not really narrow. You're just jiggle peeking this angle. And I'm holding, you know, with ADS when I am low HP and I really need to hit the headshot, or I don't know, I'm using ADS to allow myself to see more of the map and more of the angles. Using the ADS to what else is the usage for ADS? Like, basically that's it. Like, but if I'm jiggle peeking this corner, there's really no reason to ADS. Like, it's just gonna fuck up your aim, it's gonna fuck up your burst fire, fuck up your spray control, and it's just not worth it. But I don't know why in this type of a scenario you're so overexposed, because the enemies can still peek you, you know, double swing you and trade you, or peek you from multiple different locations, and it just doesn't make sense to fight the enemies from this much of an overexposed position. That ADS also, like, really screwed you up here. Like, don't ADS, like, you know, if you're playing a long-range gunfight, if you're low HP, if you play a narrow or tight angle, yes, use the ADS. But this is like a medium range, you know, gunfight, plus you're jiggle peeking. Why would I fuck up my burst fire and the overall, like, recoil control of a Vandal? And anyways, like, let's be honest. Was this gunfight even needed here? Like, why do you need to kill the enemies? You have the numbers advantage. As soon as you make the numbers advantage, your primary job is what? It is to actually play on that numbers advantage. Like, right now, just gather the information for your team, jump spot a bit, and that's it. literally, you know, this round, it is kind of like your fault, like literally unnecessary fight for no reason. Just you know, stay back, play passively. You have the utility, you have numbers advantage, keep the numbers advantage, and that's it. Like this is an Ascendant syndrome, like immortal syndrome, literally. Like just players seeing blood in their eyes and they want to take every single fight that there exists. Actually, why did I position my... Just a second, like, why the fuck is my camera there when it can actually be here? So we do this, we do this. Haha. Haha. Just a second, guys. Just a moment, man. Second. Paste. Reference. Now, look at this, boys. We have 2 charlatans. Ha! Woo! Just a second, like, what the fuck happened here? Ah. That's better. Okay, this is better. Woo! Okay, let's go. Okay. I mean, you need to realize that, you know, like, when you're spamming these spots with a Vandal, like, the first guy that fires the shots through the smokes is usually in more danger, like, you know, like, unless you're 100% certain that you can kill the enemies, like, through the smokes, I would probably not go for these penetrations. Like, I will definitely find your body, you know, like, in that cubby position, but it's okay, like, I mean, at least in these lobbies, where you're right now. Interesting. Okay, just we basically I hate repeating myself, you know, and I think I've explained you all of these mechanical issues like very well, so I'm not gonna cover them on stream. But one thing that I heavily hate is in your gameplay is that you're not trying to connect with your most aggressive teammates and actually support them. You have shit tons of utility in this type of a round. You have a Shrouded Step, Smoke, and a Flash. And if I see that 2 of my teammates are playing together here, what am I doing at the back of the site? Like, why am I waiting in the numbers advantage for my Reyna to die and to lose that specific numbers advantage?
Yeah, I don't like to push with Reynas. Reynas are just taking the kills and they're gone.
No. I also don't like this push of the Reyna. Like, that push is really bad. But essentially, if your teammate is already going for that push, I highly recommend you to try to follow that Reyna, support her in any way that you can, and at least try to trade her and refrag her. Like, right now, I would be at least here doing the flash for the Reyna, and then, you know, trying to maybe take some kind of a gunfight with her, that I would not overextend it to, you know, like, God knows where. Interesting. Basically, in these type of a duels that you're losing, like one thing that you also are not doing enough is strafing. You know, like basically, like specifically this fight, like I don't know why are you only going, you know, to the left, like you're doing this. and you're doing micro movements like this. You know, go here, go here, go here, go here. Like, that is the proper strafing and a proper way to fuck up the Brimstone crosshair placement. Like, you do some micro movements. Like, if you're going to do this in a gunfight, like this, don't even do anything. Like, just go for a, you know, like, burst fire like this, like stand still. It is better than fucking up yourself by doing micro movements to one side. Like, go right, go left, go right, go left, end of the story.
Yeah.
But once again, like, unnecessary gunfights lost us the round and lack of discipline, like, literally. But you need to start, like, thinking more about what your teammates are doing and how you can actually support your teammates. Like basically, unfortunately, in these type of lobbies, you need to be the guy that is going to recorrect your allies without saying anything to them. Like, you just need to adapt to them a bit better. Like, your Reyna is going in a garden, figure out something. Use some kind of a smoke here. Do the flash in the B-long. Play with her at a choke point. Anything to actually help that Reyna, at least, if not survive, at least to trade her. Ooh, what the hell happened there? And obviously, based on the previous rounds, like, literally, you can watch this whole VOD. Like, in this whole VOD, 90% of times, enemies were, you know, succumbing towards the rule of fear and AB rule of pushing. Like, literally, it was so easy to read them every single round where they're gonna go. Okay, this play is amazing. 10 out of 10 points. I loved it. Because, you know, this type of a play makes sense to disallow the enemies to plant the spike and to delay them a bit, you know, like, especially since you made a huge numbers advantage and the chamber has the ultimate, like, it made a lot of sense to actually go for this type of a play. And you actually use the enemy's utility extremely good against them. Plus, the paranoia was also great to allow you to teleport on this position. Like, if you play every single round in the way that you play this round, you know, this match would already be 12-0, basically. The only thing that I don't like is, you know, like, why don't you have a confidence there to go for a full spray with a Vandal? Like, I mean, that is a very close range. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to go for more than 3 bullets. Like, I'm not gonna burst fire there. Like, I'm gonna go for maybe like 8 or 9 bullets before I reset my aim. Like, if that Reyna picked me there, essentially, like, I would try to commit to a bit longer gunfight. Like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna try to, you know, like, initiate the full fight because she's not looking at you. She's in a huge disadvantage, and it's so easy to actually, you know, kill her even with more bullets. Like, I don't know why are you afraid to go in a bit longer, you know, burst fires and sprays. Because what I hear in my headset right now is this, like, you're consistently trying to go for the burst fires even when that doesn't make sense. Sometimes you need to just, you know, let it go, bro. Like just rely on that spray control. Like give it your best. Like literally, like, it makes no sense to go for a small burst here, especially if the enemy is not looking at you. Alright, so this was great. Plus the Fade ultimate support, that was really good. Here, you know, like maybe before going for a defuse, smoke yourself.
There were 2 people in bathroom.
I know, but maybe he teleported, you know, like from the bathrooms to this location. Like, nobody knows that right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, I would still smoke myself here just to defuse the spike safely, and that's it. Only because God knows what the chamber is doing right now.
Nice.
Okay, in the first round of Bind...
I smoke first.
in the first round of bind on the attacker side, if the enemies, essentially fuck the enemies. Like right now, it doesn't matter if they have the sage. If there's like team composition doesn't matter. Fuck it. Like what your team decides to push that area of the map. It doesn't matter in the first round if you're pushing A or B, but there is one huge factor that determines whether you should push A side or B side, and that is whether you have the sage in your team or not. In the first round, if I don't have the sage in my team, I'm just gonna push the B side. It's easier. And if I have the sage in my team, I will push the A side. Because, as I said, like, you still don't know your teammates very well. You don't know how good they're gonna play on the attacker side. And without the sage wall, it is just way, way, way too risky right now to go for the plant on A and actually, you know, expect your teammates to be disciplined, to clear the whole site, to take the site control. Also, you don't know which positions enemies love to abuse, so this is very dangerous. But if you had a sage, like, this would make sense. And of course, like in the first round, you should always try to do my famous play, like with a teleport in the actual teleporter on top of the truck, behind the enemies in the lamps, and that's an easy kill for you.
I can smoke first.
This smoke on the truck should always be on top of the truck, in the middle of the truck. So basically the smoke needs to look like this. So it covers more of the tower position.
Mm-hmm.
Huge emphasis. Try to use the teleporter while you're doing the shrouded steps.
Yeah, I need a custom for that. I often fuck it up.
But
I didn't feel confident enough.
it never fails, baby. It never fails. Like literally, like I've been using this strategy for I don't know, last 2 years of playing Omen on bind. They never, like maybe 5% of times they counter this type of a strategy. Like where I don't know, enemy jet or raise or chamber are playing on top of the truck in the first round, and that's how they fuck me up. But they never expect this. Like, it's insane, especially when you use the TP. But that TP is not only important to mask your footsteps and to mask this type of a play. It is important to delay the enemy's push on B. Because if the enemies went for this type of a flank or this type of a flank, they will need to worry about this position. Like that maybe someone is in the teleporter, you know. And to delay their retake a bit. But great.
I need more customs for this.
This is amazing. This is amazing, man. Like this is exactly how I do this play. The only difference is that you need to polish it out in a custom server, and it basically needs to look like this. Like, it's just better in so many different ways. Okay. Oof. Bruh. Okay, here, like, you know, that fade also, like, it was unnecessary to play so many players, you know, in the
yeah, I thought I play with Freyna and Crossfire with Freyna and me.
In the lamps area of the map, but usually when you take the lamps, I would highly recommend you, if you already have a close range weapons that are really good on a close range, like for example you have a Frenzy, you have a Shorty, Spectre, Judge. Like, I usually first take this position and try to fight the enemies from this spot, and then, you know, I rotate to some other angle. Like, I just feel that it's very easy to kill the enemies from this angle, because this angle is much deeper than it actually is. And sometimes actually players don't even check it correctly. Like, they do this and they instantly try to flick to the right side. So, I don't know, like...
I thought I played with numbers now.
Yeah, no, that's also fine, like what you try to do, but I'm just giving you this recommendation, like for the rounds when you're alone in the lamps. Like what you did in this situation was just overstacking in the lamps. Like, that didn't make a single sense for both you, Reyna, and Faye to play here. Like around this area you should have maybe like 2 teammates, and if already 2 of your teammates are playing there, you know, extend the gap from them, like play some other angle where the enemies can come from, and that's it. Like, but that was a bit unlucky that the Brimstone, you know, full run and gun, and he headshotted you and body shotted you, like literally, you know.
Precise gunplay.
What?
Precise gunplay. Precise gunplay.
Yeah, precise gunplay of Valorant, like literally. Okay, your chamber cleared this somehow. You know, I firmly believe that one of the best patterns of pushing in Valorant is when you're pushing like the same site like 2 or 3 times in a row. Like basically because then in the 4th round, enemies have absolutely no idea what you're gonna do, and you can maybe fake the same site, or maybe you can even commit to the same site. Essentially, like when you go like, you know, A, B, C, D, F, G, like once you reach Immortal 3 and Radiant lobbies, you're gonna be in a lot of shit. Like it's gonna be very, very predictable, and it's not gonna work that good. You know, this type of a play that you went for, like these fake smokes on A, that is a play that I would probably do like in a 3rd or 4th round, after we push like the A sites 2 or 3 times in a row. But also another thing that made absolutely zero sense in this specific round, your teammates pushing the hookah.
Yeah,
Please,
I said that I fake smoke A, but they rushed.
please emphasize to your teammates, whenever enemies are equal or hull by, tell them to avoid the window position and to avoid the showers area as much as possible. The only way how they can push the showers or the window position in those type of rounds is with some kind of a recon utility or some kind of a basically reveal ability such as fade, like eye. So essentially, like it is way too risky. Like in these type of rounds, like you will see, my call to my teammates is, guys, let's push B, all 5 through B long. You don't need a window position. Just smoke the window, do the one-way smoke on the CT, take the side control, and that's it. We don't even need to contest the window in this type of a round. Obviously, enemies are gonna play, you know, some kind of a shotguns, classic pistols like this close to your ass, and it makes no sense to give them the free kills. Okay, that was... This was... This was really, really, really interesting round. I don't know how that Sage didn't trade you. I don't know how the Fade Dog didn't hit anyone. I have nothing to say here, literally. But I probably wouldn't even try to contest the enemies in a window. Like, what I would have done is I would have just went B long, played with whoever was there, like Reyna, I don't know who was B long, and I would just try to go to the B long. Like, if they already have the shotguns in the window, I don't need to contest them at all. I would just leave the Fate, you know, to deal with them, or to protect the guns at least from your fallen teammates. Okay, I mean, right now enemies can be anywhere, and you really need to follow the Fate. Follow the Fate. Follow the Fate. Look at the minimap. Look at where your teammates are. Play with them a bit more. I know that one enemy can be behind, but if your teammate is going to pick the B long area, you need to pick between, you know, you get the point.
Yeah, but someone shooted there.
What?
In the beginning, 10 seconds before, I already knew that this guy's there.
I know, but if your Fate is already going into sight, like, you know, I would really appreciate not to lose the Fade in that 1 versus 1 gunfight. You get the point. Like, if you're 2 versus 2, just try to fight together. Like, it's better than splitting fights in one versus ones. Like, it's just a bit lucky here that the Fade actually is mechanically, you know, better than the enemies. But I can definitely see, like, how in some future games that's not going to be the case.
Alright, good job.
That's not the one, right? That's a fucked up smoke.
I
will never do it again.
I just wanted to say I've never seen this smoke before, and if you discover some new smoke, I would really love to see it. Like,
No, that's just a fucked up smoke.
I know. That green triangle was way too low, you know, like.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would be like Pearl or something.
Sorry.
Exactly. This is the smoke for the enemies, to fuck you up in the ass. Okay, one guy can be there. Good clearance, good angle clearing, love it. nah, you can do this, you don't need to. Okay. You know, I personally don't like this type of a play. Because you really limit yourself to the ground level, and now you cannot aggressively push into the bomb set with a stinger. Like, if you're already playing some kind of a half-buy bonus round weapon, such as stinger, like, you know, having that one shrouded step can mean a lot to actually close the gap with the enemies. Like, okay, it's sometimes it's okay, you know, to do 2 fakes and make the enemies think that you're rotating to A. But in this specific scenario, it's really stupid, like, because you have nothing to actually aggressively push the enemies onto the site and close the gap with them.
Do a smoke?
But we got a gun from Sage. What the?
I should have cleared.
No.
I should have cleared.
No, what the fuck am I watching? Like, just like, what are these smokes? Like, majority of your team actually has good guns, Vandals and Phantoms. Like, you and Fade, I think, are the only one that save the weapons. Like, what the fuck are these smokes in this type of a round? This Brimstone could have easily lost you the round here. Like, enemies right now can be camping in these smokes, and we need to clear the smokes, basically. Like, we need to wait for the smokes to disappear in order to plant the spike. Like, if he does these smokes again, just tell him that he is stupid. Don't tell him that, because he's going to rage and he's going to quit the game. Tell him, Brimstone, your smokes are, delicately speaking, not that good. Like, this is really, you know, like, what the hell, bro? I mean, half of your team had like Phantoms and Vandals. Like, these smokes are okay, you know, like, doing, let's say, oh, we are out of bind. We spent too much time together here. Just a second. What rank is this? It is Ascendant. Ascendant 1 or 2. What's happening in the chat? How are you guys? Good. Love the couching. I love the couch as well, man. I love to do a lot of weird stuff on the couch. Okay. So listen here. Essentially, these smokes that Brimstone deployed, like here, and here, they're completely fine to be deployed when you cannot counter the enemy's operator, or if you're playing some kind of a eco or halbye round. But in a round where, you know, 3 or 4 of your teammates have already a long-range weapons, or, I don't know, like, enemies still don't have the operator, that doesn't make any sense, you know. Like, I personally deploy this and this smoke when I want to go for the aggressive play through the window. Like, I'm gonna do the smoke there, flash the enemies there, teleport inside of this cubby location, and then from this position engage the enemies in the smoke, or, you know, kill the enemies here. But in this round, you know, like, I mean, it's not your mistake, it's a Brimstone mistake, but I'm just telling you, if he does these smokes again, you need to recorrect him and tell him, man, you know, like, mental check, bro, like, come on, utility check. Yo, Dragon Knight Umar A, welcome to stream, man. Do I not know what he means? Probably not. Just a second. We need to watch this again. Okay, that flash was okie dokie. But, I mean, obviously you know what the problem is here. Like, I've explained to you that you need to take better post-plan positions, especially on a map like Bind. This position is not that good. Like, enemies can easily wide swing you, fast swing you here.
I thought I played with the Brimstone, but we just
this is maybe the worst position as a post-plan position that you can take. Like, essentially, it's never worth playing at the back of the site. Like, take some better position, you know. Play this headshot angle. Play this box here. Play this box here. Man, you're an Omen. Like, be creative. You have shrouded steps. Actually, you don't have shrouded steps because you used 2 shrouded steps in a fucking teleporter in a round where you're playing bonus. Also, you have a smoke. Your smoke is fading away. Instantly prepare this smoke at least. Like, don't let the enemies even come from the choke point, you know. What is this regular ass shit? Like, when did you do this smoke on the CT? You did it now! But come on, man. They're one-way smoke. We have 2 smokes. We delay the enemy's push to the CT for 30
Yeah, I
plus...
didn't know the one way.
I explained to you in the videos.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I don't know all the one ways.
Basically, like you had 2 smokes available. We could have delayed the enemy's push for 45 seconds. And the spike doesn't last that long, man. Like, literally, like, easy round. Stop with these regular ass shit. Like, be more creative. Creativity with the Omen is important. Also, your crosshair placement here didn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. I mean, you were getting ready to peek the enemies there, but I wouldn't even peek the enemies. You know, I would just be ready for their peek, but I wouldn't even let the enemies push this area of the map because you have the 2 smokes for one way. Okay.
I smoke first.
That smoke on top of the truck goes in the middle of the truck. Right here, it is better because it covers the tower a bit better. Whenever chamber teleports, where are we looking at? We are looking at the minimap to see where the chamber teleported. Chamber teleported behind the truck. We see the question mark there. We know the chamber's position. Almost. Easy play, easy play. It works so many times, man. So many times. So many times. Let me see one thing. How did your teammates die from the chamber? Oh yeah, but just a clean peek without any utility. No flashes, no fade dog, nothing. Like, I mean, if you already have a fade or sky in a team in these lobbies, like, tell them to use, you know, the dog or anything, you know, to clear these choke points. Like, I really don't know what is this guy doing. Like masturbating in that corner there. And your play here was completely fine, and I loved it. Like, I loved it. Like, the only thing that I would recommend you, when you do this type of a play once, you know, like, we did it in the first round. In all other rounds, I'm trying to be slightly more creative with my timings and generally, like, with my pushes. You know, like, I will try to do this type of a play, you know, around 2 times where I go instantly into the lamps and just backstab the enemies here as soon as possible. But then I'm trying to be more creative, you know, teleporting at this box here and then peeking the enemies from this position, or teleporting all the way onto the tower, teleporting in that cubby area there. You need to figure it out, like, as you're playing the game, you know. What?
I never did the cubby. I need to try it.
Yeah, that play and this play are my two favorites, like, because it's so easy to surprise the enemies and kill them. Like, I mean, if it works in Radiant, it's gonna work in Ascendant and any other lobby. But of course, like, when you're going for these type of plays, everything is about the audio, minimap, and of course, like, where you think the enemies are based on the previous round positioning. Like, you need to be in the game. Like, you need to be super focused, like, on where the enemies played, where they're usually playing, where you hear them, where you expect them, etc, etc. Map awareness is very important. This fight here was great. This was great. This is also a great play, but I don't know if the Reyna knows that she has a spike. That's a great play. Now the bad spike plant, of course. Why is this a bad spike plant? Because you, when you're playing Omen, the best spike positioning for the B site is actually when you plant the spike right here on the corner there. And basically, you can create a one-way smoke that completely disallows the Reyna to actually defuse that spike. So I would highly recommend you, especially if you're in a 1 versus 1, that spike plant is much better than that spike plant there. We need to practice this one-way, son.
Yeah.
We need to practice them. This needs to be faster, you know, like you were not ready for that fight because of a one-way and like utility user needs to be much faster.
Sorry.
How do I mean, chat? Do you know how you practice this utility users? You practice it like you just go in a custom server. Like basically, I have I have around let's say 6,000 hours. Actually, let's say I have around 7,000 hours of playtime in Valorant, but at least 1,000 hours is spent in a custom servers. Just, you know, practicing the crosshair placement, practicing angles, figuring out new plays, new strategies, new stuff, something that can work, something that I can abuse in my solo queue games. This game is everything about, you know, like strategies, tactics, using your brain, and aim is such a minor portion of your gameplay. Like, it is like 20%. And trust me, that is very low. Like, this is not CSGO. I mean, in CSGO also, like, I spent quite a lot in a custom servers practicing Molotov smokes and flashes, but nowhere near the level that you need to do in Valorant. Like in Valorant, these tactics and strategies just give you the advantage where you don't even need to fight the enemies. Like you can create so many different setups where you literally kill the enemies for free. Okay. I definitely love the confidence that we're going onto the A set right now, even though we lost the round on A. And I guess that is the reason why we're going A is because we have the Brimstone ultimate. So that's fine. But in this round, we need to do a bit different variation of our push. Like essentially, you know, you can repeat a certain play so many times until enemies actually start, you know, predicting it. But I usually repeat the same outplay and the same strategy 2 times during the game. But, you know, you have, from my coaching, you have at least like 10 different executes that you can use and 10 different strategies. So basically, you know, like you're good for 20 rounds, essentially. And right now in this round, I would not go for this type of a play. I would probably, you know, either teleport into the cubby, onto the tower, on this position here, or what I also love to do, I love to do these smokes, and then flash the enemies on the right side or left side, and teleport on this position. And then from this position, try to contest the enemies and take the side control for my teammates. But essentially, I don't know what you're gonna do, and we're gonna see like what's gonna happen. Actually, nothing's gonna happen. No. Okay.
Maybe rotate.
It's actually good that you know, Brimstone kinda saved you there. Like, whenever you don't have Sage in a team, I highly recommend you to give the spike plant to some of your teammates, and you should be the one defending the guy planting the spike. Or, before planting the spike, fight for the side control, make sure that the whole bomb set is cleared, and then go for the plant. It's way too risky. Like, so easy to lose a life there. And I highly emphasize and recommend you always keep the shorty as your secondary weapon, because it's gonna allow you to trade yourself easier through the smokes and essentially escape some otherwise unescapable situations. I mean, we need to go for the plant now, kinda, you know.
Bruh.
Bruh. Like, you know, I mean, you have the spike, site is clear. What are we peeking here? Like, we killed the enemy at the back site. You know, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Like,
Bruh.
but okay, that chamber headshot was really like a bruh moment there. Oh, Brimstone with the play. He almost won the round, huh? Okay. Stinger Gamer, love it. Love it! Stinger game, baby!
It doesn't work.
Okay, Chamber usually play the A site. So now he has the ultimate, so this can be interesting. Yeah, he's maybe there. I just don't know where is the fade dog in the short. Like when you have the recon agent, it is really important. I mean, at least like jump spot these angles. Like don't allow your teammate to do this. Like try to go in front of your ally when you see that he's going for some kind of a stupid play like that. Jump spot, take the information for your teammate, and maybe you're gonna save his life. Okay, if this smoke is here, then I think that chamber is B. I mean, there is no reason to smoke the choke point with a chamber ultimate. Or maybe this is just, you know, Ascendant special lobbies. Paralympic players. Yeah. Okay. Chamber is B. You see, like, how different pieces of utility can tell you a lot, like, where the enemies are and what they are doing. Like, I mean, when you're playing in a bit higher elo lobbies, like, it just doesn't make sense to smoke the choke point there if the chamber has the ultimate. Like, that information instantly gives me, like, an idea that I should actually commit to the A push and go into the site. I explained to you multiple times throughout our coaching sessions, this is a suicide position to play the post plant. Like, in this position, you should never stay. Like, immediately try to find some kind of a way to escape this location. It is easy to penetrate it, easy to kill you there, easy to die from the utility. Absolutely stupid to play in this position. Teleport behind the box here, close the gap with the enemies, and end of the story. I don't want to see you playing in this position. No reason.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Okay, we won the round somehow.
We shouldn't.
Anyways, if you already have a stinger and that close range weapon, you should have tried to, you know, like, help your teammates in the lamps and try to support them there. Like, I don't know, why did you even go onto the site? Like, why you got scared to push the lamps area and help your teammates there? Now, listen, if you didn't do this play, you should definitely do this type of a play, like, whenever you're pushing the B set and B long area of the map. Like, fuck the window. Like, window area of the map, I'm never touching as an Omen player. Like, I'm always focusing on primarily executing the site from the garden and B long, simply because it's much easier to do aggressive plays, executes, and the gunfights are much cleaner. Now, I do give, in the window, my teammates the flash, and I'm always trying to, you know, let them safely go into the window with a flash. Spike should always go through the B long and A short area of the map, because it's much easier to retake the spike there if our spike carrier dies. If the spike carrier dies in the window or in the bats, it is 2 times harder to retake the spike. Now, if you're already pushing B and you didn't do, you know, this type of a peek or strategy, I would highly recommend you to try to contest the enemies like this. The barrier is here, you aim at the left side of the sign there, crosshair up on this line, you don't need to move at all. Press, teleport, kill the enemy, and punish the enemy. You're always faster than the enemy that is going from this position to this position. And you will always be ready for the peak, even if you have an operator.
Playing shotgun probably.
And nobody expects that type of a play. You see, here, if you did that type of a play, that chamber would be dead. Like, there's no way you would kill that chamber. And it's just stupid to waste that opportunity. Like, I mean, in these lobbies, when enemies have, you know, Reyna, Chamber, like, and Sky, there's only two things that they're doing. They're either playing a pop flash with the Sky, or the Reyna and Chamber are going to be hyper aggressive in the B-long area of the map and doing these type of peaks. So it's just stupid to not abuse this type of angle clearing that Omen has as a character. Like, it's such an easy kill. And anyways, your teammates can just delay their push through the window for a bit. Like, they can wait like 1 second for you to clear the B-long area of the map. You go flash and then push from the B-long. That was really risky.
Yeah, but they played shotguns. I knew that they were playing shotguns. I thought
What did you say?
they were playing shotguns, and I knew. So I thought they're holding the angle.
I know, but if you already know that the enemies are playing shotguns and you already know enemies are equal how by, why are we going window? Like
They
literally,
wouldn't expect it.
what did you say?
They wouldn't expect it.
But if I'm gonna expect it, man. I'm not teaching you to play against idiots, bro. Like I'm teaching you to play against Radiants one day. Listen, try to navigate your team. Trust me, you're gonna have much more success in this playing bind in this way. Like if the enemies have eco hull by round, 5 men belong. 5 men be like literally no reason to contest the window. I don't know why the players have this stupid idea that they need to split the B side, split the A side. Like you don't need that. You don't need window control. You don't need the showers control when the enemies have the shotguns in your ass. Like, fuck the window. Jesus Christ, man. But this play that you did was hyper risky, extremely risky. I have no idea how it worked. Like literally, well, I don't know. I don't know how this guy didn't even turn around from the first teleport. But maybe she did, maybe not. Like I don't know what happened here. Like, good job, I guess. I listen. I don't like the aggressive play was okay. I still want you to go for the aggressive plays. I still want you to experiment because making mistakes is the part of your progress. It is better for you to make mistakes now and do aggressive plays in Ascendant than doing aggressive plays and mistakes in Radiant lobbies and Immortal 3 lobbies. Because once you reach Immortal 3, every game is gonna mean a lot to you. Because games are much more mentally demanding. Every game is like you're playing, I don't know, like a game of chess with a grandmaster. Every game is like hard, and every rank rating is gonna matter to reach that Radiant. So right now, it's okay that you're going for these plays, like even though this play doesn't make sense right now because enemies are equal and hull by, and you should usually never be aggressive when the enemies are equal and hull by. You just kill them with a gun advantage, and you should not push the window area to bind when the enemies have the shotguns and you know that, but it's okay. Because we learn from the mistakes and that's why we're here, so I still want you to go for these type of plays just so you can learn what is good, what is bad, and what is optimal. And, you know, to VOD review yourself in the future as well. Okay. The rest of the push was fine. One-way smoke in the CT is missing, but as per usual. Good. I don't know, you kind of warmed up your aim in the middle of the match. Like, on a defender side, your aim was Pupu Kaka. And usually when my aim is Pupu Kaka, on defender side of Bind, I rely more on the Stinger and the shotguns. So that is one thing that I can recommend you. Or just buy the operator and, you know, punish the enemies with the op. Or just buy the Odin and spam the enemies. But on the attacker side, your aim, you know, I don't know, you took some drugs like at a half time, which is really good. Not bad. Much better. Now, whenever you have the Omen Ultimate on Bind, the absolutely best play to do with the Omen Ultimate on Bind is the thing that I'm doing like 24/7. So essentially, you prepare this one-way smoke at the start of the round. Bam. Smoke in the elbow. Bam. Flash your teammates in the window. Bam. And teleport in this corner. Essentially, players in Valorant never expect you to teleport onto the site. They always think that you teleported into the elbow. And if the enemy is on the site, even if he is here or here, this teleport sounds like it is in the elbow position. I don't know, there's some kind of a sound bug there, like that kind of, you know, you cannot distinct properly if the Omen is there or here. And there is a huge chance that enemies are not gonna check you, especially because in the previous rounds, the enemy chamber played aggressively here, enemies play aggressively here, you take a full site control, fuck up the chamber, fuck up the enemies, end of the story. This is one of the best plays that you can do with Omen on Bind. That smoke needs to be fixed.
Oh,
Holy lolly. I love that you checked on the minimap like that where the chamber is. That's a good sign of your map awareness. But I don't think he's on a truck. No, I don't know. Maybe.
He's behind the truck.
Yeah, because it's kind of. I mean, just let's put our brain a bit there. Like, it's kind of stupid for him to put a TP, on that position. It's very
That would be my play.
visible.
Watch out, the smoke is bad, the smoke is bad.
This is called a Papito special. Yeah, I'm gonna call my strategist like that from now on.
Can you re-smoke? Thank you. Flashing. Flashing.
Okay,
Flashing.
listen, smart pings. You need smart pings for better utility usage, number 1. Number 2, when you're doing this type of a play, where you want to teleport over the short area of the map, you cannot flash in front of you. Like, it's just way too risky, because the most common position where the enemy is gonna play here is there. I would just flash there and do this. And even if you flash your teammates, it doesn't fucking matter. Because your teammates are anyways, slow, and the whole point of this play is to just take map control, and that's it. Like, I mean, sometimes it's okay to flash your teammates if you're able to get the map control, to trade them, to save them from some kind of a danger, or to kill the enemies that they are fighting.
Re-smoke. Thank you. Flashing.
Okay, you can actually use your utility fast when you want to. Okay, that's good to know. Just a complete fuckery of the round. Like, there is absolutely nothing that I can say. Literally, like, just a poor utility usage, and that's it. Like, use the smart pings for better positioning of your shrouded steps and utility. Flash the angles where players commonly play. Like, it's better than just flashing in front of you where God knows if an enemy is there. Like, the chances were like 20% that enemy is in front of you. And number 3, pay a close attention where you're planting the spike with the Omen. Your one-way smokes can win you the round, literally. Okay. Let's see how this ends. What is this smoke, man? I did say you should use more one-ways, but that is too far away, bro. Like, that is a one-way for no one, like, that doesn't even support the arena, Like, it would be much better if you just use the one-way, for the CT there. Like, let's be honest, like, that was too much. Okay, a bit unnecessary play, let's be honest, but I love it. It was unnecessary, but I love it a lot. Like, I want you to play in a bit more creative way. I want you to be more aggressive. I want you to understand when it is good to be aggressive and passive, and I want you to make mistakes during your progress so that we can correct these mistakes in a longer run. Because I'm here for you 24/7. Through the DMs, like, by the way, guys, in the chat, I'm supporting every guy that I'm coaching. You have 24/7 support, like, through the DMs when you buy the coaching from me. Essentially, like, as long as I'm coaching players in Valorant. So you can ask me any questions about anything. You can send me a small clips. For example, what I recommend you to do is whenever you're doing these type of plays, I want you to send me these type of plays to tell you whether it is a good play, meaningful play, or not, and to slowly recorrect your aggressive playstyle in a specific direction, like, to make you understand properly what is good, bad, and optimal, aggressive and passive play. When should you be aggressive and when should you be passive? And definitely, creativity is missing in your gameplay still. One-way smokes and utility usage is, like, generally, I wouldn't say terrible, but it needs a bit of the improvement. And after this coaching session, I firmly believe that you understand throughout these, like, 6 coaching sessions that we had, like, you understand how your utility should look like. And essentially, I think that you're on a really, really good path to actually become an immortal player without any problems. I would expect you to hit Immortal in the next like 2 months approximately. But I do feel that around Immortal 3, around 200 rank rating, you will be hard stuck for a bit longer period of time, you know, like basically I don't think that you're capable right now of reaching 500 rank rating, for an example. So, but everything like this is work in progress. Like, we're gonna see what we can do for you, and basically we're gonna continue your road of improvement, baby. That's it, kind of like mechanical skill. We covered your utility usage. Let's do one game of backseat coaching, huh? That's always fun.
Yeah.
Let's yell at him, man. I love that. Okay, let's go. One game of backseat coaching. Let's see how you're gonna implement.
Water first.
30 seconds left.
Let's see how you're going to implement these tactics and strategies while I'm yelling at you. Backside coaching. Okay, let's turn off the audio there. We don't need Valorant anymore, though. By the way, guys, if you want to get coached by me, join my Discord server. Like, basically there you can read everything about my coaching programs and my coaching in general. And, you know, you can check everything that there is about the coaching. All of my coaching is primarily on Discord. Very rarely I coach players. Like on Metafi, you can just purchase the live VOD review, which is the cheapest option. Yeah, man. Okay, this was a long coaching session so far, man. We are already 2 hours in. And still a lot to learn. Bro, backseat coaching is always fire, man. Backseat coaching is always fire. Man, my... Hello, guys. Hello. This is actually how I edit my videos, you know. Leg is there, baby. But for OnlyFans content, you know, you need to buy 2 months of coaching with me. Do you know how movement mechanic works in Valorant? Talking about air strafe and air acceleration. Nerd on Speed, you have on my YouTube channel the full movement guide, in-depth, complete, ultimate guide when it comes to movement in Valorant. And you can find everything about movement there. Type it in chat like exclamation mark movement, and you're going to get a video link. Hope he doesn't have FPS drops. I think his PC is great. Like, the previous coaching session, we had a problem with a student. Like, he had like a... I don't know, man. Like, the guy had like a PC from Nebraska. From Ohio. PC from Ohio, baby. And you know, we had a lot of problems there. Risby! Hello, baby! The bronze one, yeah, the bronzy.
I will be back in 1 sec. I get something to drink.
Okay, get it, man. Everything that you need. Get me something as well. Some cocaine. To endure this pain of Valorant. On Monday, we are doing the, how do we call that? Like, we're doing the, Singer only to Radiant. We're continuing our road to Radiante, and we're currently Diamond 2. We need like 2 more wins to maybe get Diamond 3 or Ascendant 1. Baby. Dude, I love the fact that Charlatan is a gamer and spends a lot of time on games but stays fit and presentable. Actually, this is my worst form ever. Like, I've never been more fatter than I'm right now in the last 10 years. Because I'm coaching like 3 players per day and it's taking a lot of time. Like, I've spent 6 hours coaching players in Valorant. Number 1 most requested. An experienced Radiant coach, man. I started coaching players in July 2020. But I must admit that my game knowledge in July was nowhere near what I have right now. Like, everybody that bought coaching in July 2020 kind of got scammed. I mean, not scammed, you know, like, I helped them improve, but what I know right now, it's day and night. Okay. Okay, man. Let's start this.
Hmm.
Just a second to go back on my regular schmegula screen. Can you share the application?
Yes.
So basically, just a second. Maybe you're sharing already. Uno momento to see what's happening. Stream paused. Oh yeah, finally I hear the gameplay. Can you stream at a bit higher resolution? Is that possible?
No, I don't think so. I think I get some package loss.
Okay, then we're not gonna fuck you up. Let's go at 720, 30 FPS.
Yeah, I can try the range.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try it in the range. In the range. Charlatan's state of fat is our state of buffness. Pepe left, backseating now. No packet loss.
Okay.
If it lags for you, like we're just gonna go on 720.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of packet there. Packet loss. Go back to 720. 720, 30 FPS. It's okay, man.
Yeah, but package loss is normal on me.
Oh, it's normal for you.
I play often with package loss.
Are you from Germany as well, right?
Austria.
From Austria, okay. Okay, let's keep it like this. We see the screen. We see the screen. I love the range. Range. Two cups, one backseat
I also
coach.
switched the weapon to a new knife.
Yeah, man, that one is much better. Bro, what the fuck, man? You have every knife in the game.
No.
Okay. No. Oh no, not every. I have only 20, bro. Not every night I have 20. Okay. Love the frenzy on Stinger though.
Yeah, but the Stinger with the new Stinger meter.
Of course. The best gun in the game. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. May I ask Mr. Charlatan, what's Papito's bench? My PR is 182 kilos 2 times. So that's 410 pounds 2 times. I don't know, I'm not Americano Banditos. That was when I was in my peak form. Right now, I can bench press maybe 142 2 times. A triple headshot at someone full running at 30 meters earlier. Stinger is busted. Stinger is the best game in the weapon. Papito can literally carry me IRL. No problem, man. I carry players in Valorant, but also in real life. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. Gate Crusher title, Lord Magma. Let's win a game with him. Backseat coaching time. Can you beat Jules IRL? Bro.
Match found.
Okay, we can deal with the Icebox. Let's try to make common useful there. Lock it in. It's okay.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Can you beat Joel's IRL? Did you check Joel's streams recently? Stinger isn't the best weapon in the game. It's the best game in the weapon. Is he gonna play live and you backseat? Yeah, let's see. Let's try to force him to make more mistakes and to learn a bit more. Like he's kind of passive, man, on a lot of occasions when he should be aggressive, and he's aggressive when he should be passive. It doesn't make sense, you know. We need to fix that part of the gameplay. Dude, I have to do algebra while watching. This is quick maths. Tell your professor I'm studying Valorant right now. Like, what the fuck are you? Like, hello? This is more important. Will I micromanage him to like fix crosshair placement, etc.? I'll yell at him a lot. I'm not gonna yell, of course. Like, I love everyone that I coach. You're gonna see. There is the math for the perfect crosshair placement, for the sensitivity, for the utility usage. I mean, we're doing math already. Like, not the math, but the math. Damage on the enemy, damage on the enemy, damage on the enemy. Calculating body shots.
I already feel their hope dying, and we haven't even begun.
Ooh, this
will not take long.
This looks laggy, but it's okay.
Hello, guys.
Hello, guys. Hello, boys. Welcome to the stream. Okay, man. No. Frenzy. 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps. Play on top of the site. When the enemy... No, that's not top of the site.
Yeah.
Top of the... tower, there. Hide there. Hide behind the cover. When the enemies start pushing, do the one-way smoke on top of the pipes and a smoke on top of the 410 generator. Just hide there.
One way?
Yeah, there and on the right side. No. That smoke, yeah. Wait. Chill. Do the smoke. Do the smoke on the right side.
Cover going out.
Use the zipline. Slowly. Use the zip.
Spike planted.
Bro, what the fuck is happening with this Discord, man?
Reloading. Cover going out. Reloading. One less.
Last player standing.
Listen. The whole point of that strategy there is to use the one-way smoke on the left side, use the one-way smoke on the pipes on the right side, and use the zipline to surprise the enemies from above and kill them.
I should have ziplined here.
Yeah, you should have used the zipline. Of course.
Yeah, but the sage wall was a little bit fucked up.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like, you should have used the zipline slowly, go into the smoke on top of the 410, fuck up the enemies from top of the 410. They're not going to expect you there. Buy the shorty now and let's just try to trade like a few kills.
No.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy B.
Shadows traveling.
Spike planted.
Enemy removed.
Play exits. Go into the kitchen. Go into the city and just play exits.
Enemy spotted B.
Go back. Hide yourself in the city.
Last player standing.
Okay. When I said hide into the city, it doesn't mean that you should play on top of the, you know, rails. You should have dropped down into that there, you know, like in that little cubby position and just waited for the exit frags. Take 2 guns from the enemies, and that's it, man. Okay, play A set. We don't know what enemies are gonna do, but sell. Yeah, it's okay. You can go like that. Play some kind of an off angle, like you can play on top of the. Do the smokes. Do the smokes. Do the smokes.
Cover going out.
Not that smoke. Do the smokes. I taught you.
Enemy down.
Drop down. Drop down. Drop down. Drop down. Play with the sage on the right side.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
He was up.
Here.
Reloading.
Cover going out.
Okay. You have a paranoia. You can flash him.
Stealing sight.
Okay. Okay. No need for smoke. Play with us on the sage contact. Play on the sage contact. He dropped down.
A.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Listen. When the smokes that we did in the first round are just the smokes for the first round. Now, your default smokes on A site are the boob smokes. One smoke on the left, one smoke on the right of the pipes. The boob smokes that I've taught you on Icebox. Let's use our brain. One on the belt, one smoke on the belt. Do the smoke. Yeah, one smoke is there. That's it. Those are the boob smokes. Don't do it immediately. Like, let's wait a bit. I think enemies will go maybe ASAP because they have the Killjoy ultimate.
Enemy A.
Do it.
You should run.
Traveling.
Welcome to my world.
Okay. Listen, we need to start playing more off angles on a defender side. Like right now, we're dying only because we are not using brain and we're not using good positions. Try to use, the teleport on top of the generator, abuse the off angles on top of the rafters, on top of the A tower. Like, let's try to fight more on these type of positions. And if you already know that the Killjoy has the ultimate, what did I teach you in the videos that I've shared with you on Icebox? Like, you do the 2 smokes on pipes and onto the belt position, like the boob smokes, and then you use the zip line to push into the smoke and then kill the Killjoy and kill the ultimate. Okay?
What? That just said push.
Teleport on top of the generator. On top of the generator. Am I speaking to myself here?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sleep. Enemy B. Cover going out. Cover going out.
Okay. Stay there for a bit.
Right here.
They're rotating. They can already have a... Okay, never mind. Stay on that position. Sell the A set. Fuck it. Just watch A main. Sova is watching that. Stay there. Stay exactly there where you are. Cross a bit higher. That's it. Stay. No need to move. Okay, good. Now we are retaking with the teammates.
Your duty is not over. That sucked.
Spike planted.
Okay, we can flash the enemies on the left side and push them.
Blinding.
You know why that failed? Because your flash on the minimap, did you see how it looks like? Like,
right.
Exactly. Like there was a gap. Like, when you're flashing these corners and positions, it's better to just make sure they're precise, like so that these corners are cleared, like so that you force the enemies to play a bit closer to you or in some kind of an one and done angle. But it's okay. This is a good gameplay, you know, like there's no need to defend the A side, like just we're playing the retake, easy round, easy match. Teleport on top of the generator, on top on yeah, that left position there. Like let's try to pick that angle now. Okay.
Let us hunt.
What rank is this guy? Ascendant. Okay. Smokes. Regular.
Good attempt.
On the pipes. Pipes. Yeah, there. Just with one there. That's it. Ah! Man!
You fought well.
Revealing area.
One enemy remaining.
Take flight.
Wait, so a drone? Okay. Okay, stick to the solar butthole throughout the whole time. Good job. That's good. Great. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 4-2. Easy.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
Go play B set. Yeah. I really think the B is this one. Go play B.
Yellow?
No, not yellow. Play there behind the yellow and try to use your smokes to outmaneuver the enemies. Because Chamber is gonna do the ultimate and he's gonna rip you apart.
You want to play? Let's play.
Okay, they're actually pushing A. No problem. Yeah, that smoke there. Good smoke, great smoke.
Shot down.
Taken out.
Good job. You can stay there, no problemo.
Bye, monsieur. For you.
One enemy remaining.
Cover going out.
Viper can be anywhere. She can also be mid. Check left side of mid. Yeah, there. Right behind you. Tube. Check inside of the tube. She somehow on it. Yeah. She crossed the mid. She crossed the mid. Like there's no other logical, you know, explanation where she can be.
So
Guys,
B this
chill.
time, they get destroyed 2 times on A.
What do you say, my friend?
B this time.
Yeah,
because they get
you can.
destroyed.
You can play on top of the yellow, like just peek from that top angle. It's okay. Guys. You would also be under stress, you know, like just chill.
Give them no ground.
The guy is good, he's trying his very best. He just needs to listen.
I am the hunter. Away with you.
Held the chamber. Good job. Go back on the side. Back it. We have the numbers advantage. Watch out, enemies could have pushed below the mid.
Take flight.
Enemies can also be in the kitchen, remember. Go back all the way into CT. Slowly. Shift.
Spike down B.
Spike spotted B.
Okay, stay at the CT. Just stay there. Stay where you are, literally. Just wait. Let's wait for the enemies to make a move. Watch down.
Spike on me.
Watch
Spike dropped on me.
Watch down. Yeah, watch right side. I'll tell you if the
30
enemies are
seconds
up, left.
One enemy
Flash.
remaining.
Okay, never mind. Good job. Patience. Slow gameplay. No need to do any stupid plays here. Sova did a stupid play, but we have numbers advantage. All good. enemy have the Killjoy ultimate. Is gonna be the A site 99%. Let's try to do the smoke.
Just wait there.
We can do that, or we can try to be a bit more aggressive. But if you wanna be passive, we can do that as well. Like,
I don't have the confidence that I killed it.
okay, okay, no, it's okay, it's okay. If you're not feeling it today, no problem. It's gonna be a 99%. Sova is doing a good play. Yeah, Sova did a great play there. Good kill, good kill. Watch mid, watch mid.
Teleport's gone.
Reyna can be mid. She can only be on the left side. Never mind, she's with team. Okay. Good kill, good job. Let's go. Let's go.
Enemy remaining.
Push with a chamber, yeah.
Reloading.
Watch out. Gotta go.
No smokes.
I'm out.
Fire the smokes. We have a huge numbers advantage. We are playing CSGO. Like when you have a huge numbers advantage, we are playing CSGO. No need for utility.
I know. What must be done.
No, guys. When I'm screaming, I'm not opening my microphone. Like he doesn't hear this. Like I'm always. You see.
This time, probably.
We can play B. We can try to use the same off angle because enemies didn't see you on that type of an off angle. Like I always turn off the microphone when I'm yelling or screaming. I'm not an idiot, bro. I don't want to ruin your confidence and you know like make you play like a pussy. You know like I'm a very respectful guy when it comes to players that I coach. Watch the mid for your team has dropped down. I think they can cross. Yeah, they're in kitchen. They are in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Bye-bye.
That was a dumb
Okay.
position.
No. I wanted you to make a mistake there, just to realize like what type of position you're taking. Like you're always in the middle of no. Like you need to be a bit faster with your positioning. Like find more safety for your body. Like enemy can kill you from above in the kitchen, from the window, from under the site. Like there's 3-4 different angles from which you can die.
I wanted to be on top of that, but I didn't know if it was good.
No, it was bad. That would be a very bad play because you don't know if the enemies are in the kitchen. Like, essentially, in that case scenario, because you had 2 teammates in the B long area of the map, take the B long control. You need to realize, like, you have that mindset where you're consistently fighting for the site control. Like, in Valorant, generally, control doesn't matter that much as long as you're playing with your team and being unpredictable. Like, you can retake whatever the fuck you want. Like, there, 2 of your teammates are B main. Just play with them in B main. It is just safer for you. I wanted you to watch the cross, just to make sure that if the enemies are crossing, to not fuck us up, if we're watching B main. But once the trademark got activated, we already know that they are in the kitchen and they have that area of the map. Or what you could have done, go all the way into the CT area of the map, so you can protect your teammates, that are playing on the A side, so they don't get butt fucked by the enemies in the kitchen. Okay. I have no idea where the enemies are gonna go now. We're gonna play A side because A side is your default site on Icebox, and that's it. You can play off angle on top of the generator again. You can play there as well. You did a very good job from that position, so.
Spike down A. 1 enemy remaining.
Good job. Finally, man! Flash usage! Let's go, bro. We are thinking about paranoia. Love it, man.
Last round in the
Let's
half.
go, man.
Spend everything.
Bro, the guy didn't use a single flash in a VOD review, man. Like, we need to hype him up, literally, like to use more of the paranoia, like, you need to remember, like, by yelling at players, like. Okay. Play under there, under that green. No, behind you. Never mind. It's hard to explain. Follow the Sova. Sova can die. Slowly, don't make us push up.
Sleep.
Good job, good job. No, fine. Good job,
One
good job,
enemy
good job, good job.
remaining.
My ult.
Spike
Good job.
down B.
Anyways, the plan that I had would completely fail because Sova pushed. Like, if your teammate is pushing like that, you need to support him either with your utility or your presence. It's just better. Especially if you see that enemies are just worse than your team is. Like, in that okay, never mind, play the game. Good job, good job. So listen, in that example, doing a one-way smoke in that B main area of the map would be really, really good. Like, you know, like, I'm gonna showcase you that a bit later.
Oh, shoot. What
Okay.
did you say?
Nothing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You're gonna watch the stream later. It's all up to you. Like, you can go classic light shield. You can go frenzy. I'm not going to make that decision for you. Both are fine options, and definitely because of the enemy's team composition, the A set feels a lot easier. We can use that. Don't use that smoke in the first round. Use it for other rounds. Use both smokes. Okay. Use it then. That's a good idea. Sorry. Bro, I'm getting coached here.
Spike down A.
Good. Very good. Finally, he repositioned, man. Finally, his brain is working to reposition, bro. You need to yell at people sometimes so they remember, you know? What the fuck is Neon doing, man?
Last player standing.
Listen, go into the B main, do the smoke in mid, and go all the way into the CT. Fuck it. Slowly, you need... You have time, trust me. I'm gonna tell you when to run. Slowly. Run now to the city.
30 seconds left.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the spike. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Maybe the spike dropped.
Remember.
You see the minimap? I thought the spike is on the fuck, man. I thought the spike is on the belt. It dropped down behind the belt.
I didn't see. That's my fault.
By the shorty. Do the smoke in city, smoke on tower, and teleport on tower.
Yes. What?
Gotta go.
City smoke.
I have the spike.
TT?
No, city on B. B city. B city.
Got one. That's three.
Just go on A.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
Good job. Hide your ass. Take the gun, hide your ass.
Last player standing.
Okay, good. We won the round.
Thrift.
Good job.
Where's B
What
tower?
are we to disobey?
To top of the B site. Is that better?
That?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I mean, everyone in Europe,
Just a normal smoke.
everyone in Europe calls that B tower, like whatever. B top of the B
Yeah,
site.
didn't hear.
Push A with the spike. Go with the stage. Fuck the Neon. Neon is on her own ventures and she is a lurker flanker. Wait for the KO knife. Wait for the KO knife of it.
Revealing area.
Okay, go now, go now, go now, go now. Go with a team.
No.
Spike down A.
Okay.
Enemy
Okay,
down.
okay. No problem, man. Like in this round, enemies did a really good play, and essentially, like, we can expect this from them in the future rounds. So take this as a learning round, no problem. But to be honest, like, I did explain you quite an enormous amount of times that in the videos and everything that you need to clear that B tower, that tower position, you know, on the zip line, like when you're pushing through the choke point.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this neon is demolishing them, man. This neon is destroying the enemies.
I am everywhere.
Tell the Sage to go B. All the team is going B.
Go B. Sage, can we go B?
Go B. Commit to B. Commit to B.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Sage is like, you know, all of my team is going B. No, I'm gonna take the spike on A. Like, what the fuck? That one is on the Sage. Like, literally, like, I mean, you should be a bit faster to tell her, of course. Like, I mean, why would you carry the spike on A when 3 of our teammates are focused towards the mid and B?
Can we save? I think we should save.
But they have money, no? Press tab. Save. You save. Fuck it. They have money for the next round.
Scanning ahead.
On top of the box. On top of the box. Good job.
I have the spike.
Enemy in attacker spawn.
Last player standing.
Okay.
Spike down.
Solid.
Attacker spawn.
Listen, like like when you do that type of a play, and you hear some kind of a metal clanking, basically, like, that means that the enemy jumped from on that box, and always, you know, that's an instant headshot, easy kill for you. Tell your teammates to go B straight. Like I mean,
Let's go B.
Just chamber and is there, like, with a killjoy utility. I mean, it's easier than pushing to the Viper shit in this lobby, literally. Like, do the same TP.
Oh.
Scanning ahead.
Enemy
Do the snowman smoke, and the top.
Deploying drone.
Okay.
cover going out. Reloaded.
Rotate. All good. Rotate A. A side. You can teleport there if you want. Okay. He doesn't want. Good. Look at the chamber. Like, this is a classic Ascendant lobby. Fucking idiot, man. Look where he is. Look at this retard, bro. Play with the Sage. You have the spike. You can do a one-way smoke on that position on top of the...
Not ready yet.
Yeah, when you get... Oh, never mind.
Powerless.
Last player standing.
Okay. As soon as the Sage planted the spike there, you should have went on top of the belt. Basically, it's such an open plan that, you know, it's very easy to defend it, especially if the enemies don't have any smokes or anything.
They are so dead.
Go, go, go!
Okay, man, listen. I want to see some kind of an aggressive play on the A side. Anything that you remembered from our coaching sessions. You can do like top of the 410, smoke into the screens area and try to perform like some kind of a play. Yeah, smoke there and the screens. And let's adapt. No problem. Smoke Rory.
Spike down A.
Nice kill. Don't go for the spike. You go now, go now, go now, go now.
Enemy spotted B. I have the spike.
That was just way too fast, man. The KO could have been there. Like, he should have not have made so much steps, bro. She needs to play slow that. Because both KO and Viper love to push like the A side aggressively. Bro, their Viper is so over aggressive. Like, literally, we can take an easy kill there.
Shadows traveling.
You should run. 30 seconds left.
Should I TP and A with ult?
Go, 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 go.
10 seconds left. Last player standing.
Teleport on top of the rafters.
Spike planted.
This can also work.
Cover going out.
This can also work. They're playing together on site. Yeah, okay. Good job. Nice try, nice try. But in that type of scenario, you know, because you're very low HP, you need to teleport on the rafters and pressure them in CT and try to pick them a bit more aggressively. Because just playing from the belt with a one-way smoke is not gonna do it. Yo!
Yes.
Green Lantern! Thank you a lot for the sub, baby! 22 months! Mwah! We're getting closer to the Omen cosplay. Omen cosplay is coming on 500 subs. He doesn't know what Rafters is. You know. Yeah, the comms, anyways, in Europe lobbies, like, comms are zero, man. Like, nobody's speaking. It's all adapting to players. Like, I don't know what you expect from Europe in Ascendant and Immortal.
Gotta go! Enemy
Okay. Snowman, smoke. Neon is aggressive. Let's go.
Shadows traveling.
Top of the side, smoke.
Shadows traveling.
Flash the enemies on site so Sage can plant the wall. What the fuck is that wall?
enemy reloading.
Welcome to my
Rotate. We rotating, baby. We're winning this round.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Good job. Okay.
Attackers win.
Okay. GG's. Okay. Just a second. We're gonna talk about a few things right now. When it comes to Icebox. What rank for these guys? We're getting closer to Ascendant 2. Yeah. Ascendant Diamond Lobby. Okay. Okay, now it's time for you to watch a bit of my screen again. A bit of my scream. Seriously? Neon finally entered. Man, the big problem was Neon was lurking there a lot and nobody was playing together on the attacker side. Like, if they just did a 5-man push on A and 5-man push on B, like, you know, just easy, man. Teaching the map. We already covered the map, man, but, you know, like, when you do 6 sessions with me, like, I share enormous amount of knowledge with you, an enormous amount of setups that require, like, 2 or 3 months to actually implement in the gameplay. Essentially, like, it will take him at least 2 months to polish out his gameplay to the standard. Like, basically, coaching is just a readjustment period, like, and nothing else. After the coaching is done, that is when you need to do the hard work and actually start implementing the solutions to your problems. Okay. Okie dokie, I'm gonna share my screen now. You see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's cover a few problems here and there that we saw. So listen, in the first round, when you're doing this type of a play and this type of a strategy, the whole point is you hear the enemies pushing through the pipes area of the map. This is a pipes area of the map. You do a one-way on the pipes here and a one-way here. And basically, you're trying to slowly use the ropes, jump on this position, and wait for the perfect moment to surprise the enemies and jump on them. Or you don't even need to do that. You can just try to peek the enemies from this position. You have this gap here, or you can fuck up the enemies there and there. With these smokes, you will find some kind of an opportunity as an Omen player, even if you're Iron. Like, even if you do the play like this, you know, you will find some kind of an opportunity, like for your shrouded steps to surprise the enemies and delay and stop their push. Now, you need on A side just more off angles, like, you know, you need to abuse this position, you need to abuse like this location, you need to abuse this location, etc, etc. And whenever you're repositioning on the site, you always want to go on top of the rafters and never below the site. It is very smart to abuse the verticality of the A site if your teammates are already below you. Another topic, on the B side, like, you know, we didn't play that much, and essentially I've explained to you everything as we were doing the backseat coaching and why certain plays were good and bad and what I wanted you to do. You just need to implement like all of the strategies from the videos and from our coaching sessions that we did. But when your teammates are going for the aggro play here, it's not a bad idea to maybe give them, you know, some kind of a one-way here. You can basically create a smoke that looks like this. That this allows the enemies to pressure them there, you know, like, to some degree your teammates can use this. Like, of course, like, this is not a good one-way in any sense, because I personally cannot find anything better than this. Or at least, you know, you can do a one-way here, and then your teammates can pressure the enemies straight forward. If your teammates are already going for the aggressive plays and peaks. I mean, what Sova did made zero sense to do alone, especially because we knew that the enemies are going to push the B site, like the chances were 80% at least. But, you know, if your teammate is pushing, try to push with him to some degree, use the flash, use the paranoia, use the smokes, and if he is overextending or doing some stupid play, don't follow him, go back and connect with the rest of your teammates. Now, when it comes to the, you know, overexposure, like, that is your biggest issue. Like, definitely, like, you need to think more about your positioning and about the way that you want to take the fights, one at a time. Like, you know, if you're here, and you know that the enemies are in kitchen, you obviously don't want to stay here. You either go into CT and watch the CT for your teammates and watch the cross for your teammates on B main, or you sell the whole CT area on the site and just connect with 2 of your teammates in B main and just, you know, gamble a bit, like, that the enemies are going to finish on B and that they're not going to fuck up your teammates on A. It's a huge gamble, but it's better than, you know, staying in this location and trying to fight this, and this gunfight at the same time. It's just stupid. Now, on the attacker side, whenever you do this type of a teleport here, remember that, like, if you hear some metal sound, it's always this, you know, like, enemies are basically jumping from this location, and they made a footstep. And basically that means that like, it's very easy to hear this sound. So you always know if someone is on the box or not. Now, when I ask you to do a CT, B-side CT smoke, I mean, I just want you to do this. I wanted you to do this. And then, you know, like, with a shorty and with a flashbang to go up there on that position. And from this position to try to surprise the enemies and kill them and be a bit more aggressive. Because you have a shorty, you have a close range weapon, you're playing an eco round. Let's try to trade a few kills and let's try to damage the enemy's economy a bit. Essentially, like, all other smokes and utility users was fine. I was navigating you throughout the whole match, and if you notice that enemies are aggressing you in this area of the map, okay, like, this is not the best thing to do, but if you notice that your teammates are dying a lot from this push, immediately as the round starts, deploy this. Like, this is not something that I would recommend you 10 out of 10 times, but the Viper, KO, Reyna, they were very aggressive in this area of the map, and your teammates died two or three rounds because of this. So I would highly recommend you to tell your team, you know, just give this flash to your teammates, disallow the enemy's pressure, and take this map control here. Another topic. In the first round on the attacker side, if you can, tell your Neon that she's an idiot, and just push one side together. I've explained you how the first round should look like. First round should always be a 5-man aggressive push towards one objective. This is nothing. Like, this, it is stupid to split in the first round and to try to flank through mid. It's just retarded. And basically, in that first round, you know, this smoke, I don't know, like, it's just stupid to do it that smoke in the first round. Like, in the first round, you always want to do some kind of an aggressive play as an Omen player, and you always want to go into the face of the enemies. So wasting one smoke there is just huge loss for you. And basically, before your teammates in the first round even peek this angle, you always want to give them the 410 generator smoke, because that smoke protects them from the majority of the angles from which enemies can kill them, and essentially it allows you in the first round to basically go into the face of the enemies and just try to basically, you know, do some kind of an aggressive play and take the space and map control for your teammates. Especially if the enemies have a Viper that is playing the poison cloud in this choke point right here. And on the defender side, you know, we need to pay attention on the enemy's ultimate status. Like, if enemy Killjoy has the ultimate on Icebox, that means 80% of times is gonna be a side. It's 100% times it's gonna be A, because on B side there's nowhere she can use it to push everyone back. You know, like, there's always some kind of a angle that you can play, some kind of a danger. It's just stupid to use it on B. And when you know that Killjoy has the ultimate, it's not bad idea to maybe, you know, pick up the judge, do the boob smoke, one boob there, one boob here, take the ropes, and then from the ropes try to get into the smoke, wait for the Killjoy ultimate to be planted, drop down, kill the Killjoy, kill the plant, and basically, you know, try to escape with one kill in the pocket. But even if you just kill the Killjoy and you kill her lockdown, you still did a great job for your team, and you delayed the enemy's push for a lot, and you helped your allies in a basically very good, man. Like basically, it's much better than selling the full A set to the enemies because of the lockdown. Definitely, if you have confidence, you need to, you know, like, pick a bit more operator on this map. Like, no one was properly playing operator. Enemies had terrible utility users, terrible smokes, and it was so easy to abuse them with op in B main and A main area of the map. I mean, you know, if I was in your position, I would just pick here. I mean, you would kill KO, Reyna, and Viper from this position 3 out of 3 times. Like, whenever you play this spot here. Everything else will be fixed over time as you're implementing the strategies and tactics that I've taught you, and especially your mechanical skill will improve tremendously. But I seriously, like, one of the huge mistakes that I've seen today is, like, just the amount of overexposure that there is in your gameplay. Like, you need to limit the amount of angles and the fights that you take. Overall, that would be it, man. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with you throughout these, like, 6 days and six coaching sessions. Basically, are there any questions left from your side?
I think I heard ask later.
What did you say?
No, I don't have anyone.
Okay, man. Hopefully this was beneficial for you. I mean, I hope so. Did you learn something new? Yes.
I learned so. I learned so much. I don't know how to implement it.
How to implement it? Yeah, that's exactly what I told the chat. Like, during your gameplay, like, there's just way too many stuff that I've shared with you that it's impossible to expect someone to implement it in just 1 month. Like basically, that's why I told you that I don't expect any improvements in your rank during the coaching, because it's just impossible. Like, you know, you get a lot of information, you need to do the training, this, that, like, just a lot of stuff. But as I said, like, in the next 2 months, I firmly believe that you're able to reach Immortal, and you should be completely confident about yourself. Like, these guys are boosted bonobos for you right now. Like, just demolish them with a proper place, with the proper utility users, with the strategies. Like, you will easily escape Ascendant rank. Like, and then the only real problems you're going to experience, like in Immortal 3+, where you will have to adapt your gameplay a bit, and that mentality of that like Immortal 3 players is fucked up, and you will see like how much Immortal 3 is more of a psychological game and a game of adaptiveness than anything else. Like it's like high-low lobbies in Valorant is like you're playing in Iron with a highly mechanically skilled players and players with a good game sense. Like literally, like they're just pushing everything, doing random plays, and these guys are at least trying to mimic the esports and trying to mimic the team play. They're trying to recreate what they see on YouTube, etc., etc. But in Radiant, there's just a fucking shit show. Like, but we'll speak about that like as you're progressing as a player, and we'll see how much I can actually help you. Okay, then. That's it for today. Write some review like on my Discord server if you have time, and make sure to hit me up for the one-time checkup as a bonus when you feel like you're hard stuck. And my DMs are 24/7 open for you because you have my full-time support as long as I'm coaching players in Valorant. Also keep an eye on the Discord server, because on Discord server right now I've created like these quote-unquote secret channels where I'm gonna be posting a coaching content. I'm gonna be doing a VOD reviews of myself, showcasing you how to do the proper VOD reviews and self-observation. I'll be doing VOD reviews of our pro players and some additional, coaching stuff that you have unlocked because you got coached. For all of you guys in the chat, you can unlock that by purchasing the coaching right now, being a subscriber or being a supporter, like depending what you get. And also like
No, I don't hear you. I don't hear you anymore.
I know. I'm talking to the chat. I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
And also like basically on Discord we're gonna have a premium memberships ranging from 5 to 25 euros, where you will have an ability to kinda get coached by me, like without purchasing some, premium packages. But of course, like my 1 month coaching is the best way to fucking improve, like, I mean, I have like 10 players already sitting in Radiant, 300 players in Immortal. Like, it's just easy to play this game. I don't know how players think Valorant is hard. Like, CSGO is hard, bro. Like, CSGO is really hard. I don't know, like, League of Legends is hard. Like, Valorant is like, walking through the park. Okay, man, that's it when it comes to our coaching. Thank you for coming. I enjoy my time with you. And if you need anything else from me, or you want to go with more coaching with me, hit me up in the DMs, bro. Is that it?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, man, it was my pleasure, bro. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, baby. Okay, guys. What we doing now? Huh? What we doing now? Now we're going to rest a bit because I have a coaching session in 30 minutes, bro. Did you play your games? Nah, I don't have time today, guys. I don't have time today. Like, I have a coaching session in 30 minutes with another guy. Basically, like, I'm, 24/7 coaching, baby. 24/7 coaching. And I need to make a new YouTube video. Like, 3 videos are coming next week. So make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Great content coming there in the future. But, I mean, there's already a great content. Do you want me to continue these sessions or not? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, guys. In that case scenario, I will see you tomorrow on another Couching LL session. Couching El Sessione. Let's raid someone. Let's go, guys. We need to simp today. Simp. Who we raiding? We are raiding. Let's raid Ashley, bro. She's a good player. This girl is really, really good. I played with her like I played with her like in the event, like with the Everett, Jonas, Ethos, and others. Okay, guys, join my Discord server if you want to get coached. I'm open for more students, like for January and February, and we're continuing tomorrow, like our coaching series. Like, one more coaching is coming tomorrow, and on Monday we're doing Stinger only to Radiant. I need to shave myself, I need to go to the gym, And that's it. See ya tomorrow, mother effers. Love you all, guys. No homerito.
Insanity at its finest. Firestarter, riot maker, moon-stricken, animal in need, bad seed, untamable.
Everybody around me always think they know what's going on inside my mind. Think I'm Mr. Nice Guy all the time. I didn't say on diary, you think you know, but you have no idea.
Come go home, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no. No, 'cause I'm a beast.
I can smell your woman's Rosie Punani on the dance floor all the way in VIP. I'm a rapper, I can snatch her, and she will leave with me because of my stature. Now everybody move, everybody bounce. Whoever the Nina choose, we about to pounce. With the 151 in the bottle, I call heavily. Let me hit this model in the grotto. I like all women, tall women, and small women. You got to let techniques tease your chakra. Species release, freaks please the monster. Petite beast feast, these G's will rock ya. Handcuff a buster, don't trust her. Round these hustlers, homie, don't be a sucker. When your love bust, they take her Nina's a brother. She trying to say that I rushed her, then crushed her.
Come go home, get filthy, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no.